Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is Saturday night. This is Rewind Gaming, and we are ready for the free weekly, and it is going to be an absolute cracker of a night. I'm Digital Bacon, and tonight I am joined by none other than Cornish Pirate. How are you doing, dude?
Oh, I'm very good, and I've heard this tournament is going to be a Christmas cracker of a night, Bacon.
It is indeed. We have had so many brilliant sign-ups come on through, really top-level players that they're like, you know what, it's Christmas time, we've got no school, we've got, no job to go to because you're on a bit of a break, so let's enter on in, and let's just hit the ground running and have an absolute bomb of a time here on Rewind. But the problem is, Corn, because so many players have, signed on up, so many good players, that it's not going to be an easy job for them. There is currently already $25 sitting there in the prize pool. We're going to get it up to 45, aren't we there, guys at home? If you want to donate on in, make sure to do exclamation mark Matcherino on in chat. And yeah, that $45 is not going to be easy to come by when you've got players such as, Fairy Pete, Mal, Chacaron, all playing on there. And they're just to name a few. You've got absolute veterans of the Rewind scene such as Zedo, Zafar, Safir, Prime Hype. I'm loving how he's grown at the moment on the scene.
You've also got my favourite player, Tadar.
Tadar. Oh, how could I forget Tadar? Tadar, as well as like other players like Crow, they're just spectacular to watch on the pitch, aren't they, Con?
Yeah, they are. They all have an on day where they are absolutely spectacular, or an off day where you're not even sure they're on the pitch. I'm hoping for the on days.
Well, let's see them in action as we're going to have the first match coming up for you now. You can see we're currently sitting inside the stadium. We're just waiting for the players to come out of the dugout. We're going to be seeing Team Reality go up against the legends here. Reality is Musk, Safir, and Imagine. These guys are going to be gunning for a semi-final space at least. Going up against the legends. That is Arda Game, Banshee, and Minoneer. And Korn, the legends, they're an entirely Turkish side.
I was just about to say that. I've never seen a Turkish team before, and they've all left. Oh dear. We are on a USC server.
Right, can I just actually say as well, our match creator here, Ben, So Gaming, said before we went live that he caught the bug of it going onto a USC server. Did you, Ben? Wicked, of course. Nisha sent me a message. What did he say? Oh, he's telling Korn to leave because you're a numpty.
I had to go and score a goal. I mean, it's the only time I ever get a chance to.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's not on the stream. But yeah, some great players signing on up tonight. So make sure you stick around. Make sure you hit that follow button because not only do we have great weeklies on the Saturday with the 3v3s, on Thursdays we also have the 2v2 showdown going down from 6:30 p.m. and you just gotta hit that follow button, and then there's that little bell icon next to it. Make sure that is uncrossed so that you get notified every time we go live. But as we sit in the stadium once again, I do believe this is Manfield. I always forget the name, Scorn, don't you?
Oh, I don't even know the names to start off with. I know one of them is DHF Stadium, or do they sell sofas? I'm not sure.
Yeah, this is Manfield. As we look at it, I love the mountain in the back. I've got a good few wallpapers from this stadium alone. Okay, all the players are going to be joining their sides. Team Reality, a team we definitely know time and time again have signed on up for Rewind, going up against the legends who are completely fresh to myself and Korn, as well as probably everyone there at home. We love it when we have got fresh blood come on in.
Is Zafir a different player from Zafire?
Yeah, they're two completely different
Oh my god, you could have a team of Zafir, Zafire, and Zedo.
All the Zeds and all the girls, Imagine, already coming out with that cracker in the murk nonetheless.
Oh, he took off on his own half as well, flinging himself through the air to get on the backboard. And it's just a simple tap in for Imagine, Devo, and Squishy.
I love how he's just putting maybe some of his idols on him there. Imagine's a good enough player himself to be playing at this high level and should be on the side to go through. You know, if you were a better man, you'd put all your money on into Reality, even though the odds would probably be quite unfavourable. It's looking like they're just going to be dominating this one.
Do you know what? I completely understand the Team Reality name now. It's a bit of reality for the other team. They have to go against these ridiculously good players, and they're going to force Reality on them.
They can't go abstract here. They've got to wake on up to it. Face off against these guys as Mask already putting some real power behind that shot. It's going to line up. A nice pass. The double commit there coming out from Sapphire and Imagine. They're just not respecting their opponents now, Con.
Oh no, it's just that early confidence of getting 2 goals. With 2 goals, that we can just fly up in the air. Both of them double commit. One of us will get it surely, and they both miss. And they're on a bit of a defence, but they got the attack off. Oh, it's a good save there by Rory.
It was good. It's put off to the corner as well. Banshee on the run gets blocked out by Imagine. And Sapphire just fumbling about the ball, but somehow keeps it from going towards his net strongly. The ball above the goal now after that knocking in. Imagine just backing off, getting that boost, going into the corner, waiting for the hit from Minio, and then just puts it up into the wall. Oh, but Sapphire keeps it on out.
I tell you what, the Legends are getting down to that last defender of Team Reality, and they just can't get a little bit further. They might hear those. It's creeping in. Oh, I thought he saved it.
Yeah, Lauralee just getting the goal, and again, it's that disrespect from Team Reality. They're just not rotating properly because they're trying to be fancy. They want to try and set something up. They're putting someone forward to cherry pick, and they can't be doing that here. They've only got that 2-goal lead, now a 1-goal lead. These lads need to start respecting these opponents because look, you've got the Season 5 Grand Champ there in SMG Banshee, and I'm sure these lads, once they've warmed on up, will be able to put a real fight on in there.
Oh, I'm hoping so. I mean, this is shaping up to be a pretty good game now. We've got the Turkish players, so they're coming back into this. They're not going down that fight.
Well, but Imagine gets it past 2 of them. Sapphire cutting on in, moving the ball downfield, but Banshee, it will stop it there for Master pick on up. Lauralee, nice little block. Banshee's just going to fly about in the air a little bit. Minio moves on in, shouldn't have, completely threw himself out of position, comes on in again to pick up on the mistake from Lauralee. And Banshee, with the miss up in the air, Mask is just going to put that away.
That was a Season 3 Grand Champ miss, not Season 5. But Mask, he just left with that empty goal, 125 kilometres, just powers it in.
Well, 3-1, not even at the halfway mark here. Lauralee backs off, goes to the fake, pops it up high. It was a nice manoeuvre, but no one there from the Legends to pick it on up. Ball dropped down. Mask just blocking it against it, putting it into the corner. Sapphire on the route back, picks up the corner and is just going to easily be able to put this high. Banshee wanted to take off that, but couldn't, and Sapphire just keeps control of it. Double commit coming out there again. What was Imagine doing going up for that?
It's a very slow game for them at the moment for Team Reality. They just, it feels like they haven't played a game before this, and it's just not quite warm.
Well, that might just be the case, as these guys are, expected to get on through to the semis, and simple little goals around opponents like that, where they make it look so easy, just shows us why.
Pure individual skill there by Sapphire. He fakes the first one out and he just slots it around the side of the second one after running pretty much the full length of the pitch. Very, very nice individual goal.
Imagine Sapphire going onto the ball. I don't know why these double commits still coming on out. I think it's just coming down to greediness here, Con, where both Sapphire and Imagine want to do everything. They want to get the name on the board and, get some highlight-worthy goals. But it's leaving gaps in their defence.
I think the confidence of Team Reality is so much that they've already decided that they've won, and they're fighting for the goals. They're not working as a team. They're working just to score the points.
Mask pops the ball up. Banshee still not being able to reach it. Even though he's in a Batmobile, he can't take off. He's just not able to fly, use those wings and get to the ball. Imagine getting bumped then means Laura Lee is able to get on to it, and Mask up the wall, pops it forward. You see Sapphire get a nice hammer hit off, and Imagine comes through just with that mop and bucket and cleans it on up.
I tell you what, Banshee's going to be disappointed with that save. It's just a little touch into the middle. I mean, he might be so disappointed he might be a wailing Banshee.
Really? Hopefully, Corn, you're going to be pulling up better puns on that later on in the evening. I'm sure you will, because that was weak sauce for you, buddy.
Every pun is weak.
Well, Sapphire makes the miss, and Banshee finally getting a touch on the ball. Does it again, puts it up high. It's going to look to take us above the goal. Sapphire stops it by putting it into the corner. Oh, really nice hit towards goal, and both Mask and Imagine were needed to get that away. Imagine again back onto it, pops it past two, bumps near enough flat into the wall. Mask putting it again back into that corner. And Imagine nice, powerful hit to clear that one out.
Entering that last 20-second period now. This game is over for the Legends. I just want to see them be a bit more aggressive. They've spent almost the entire game in their own half. I just be more aggressive, get more shots off.
We'll move to the wall. Sapphire over. Laura Lee just moving that off to the wall and into the centre. But yeah, we're coming down to that last second. The ball's hit the ground, and Team Reality, in a dominating style, have taken on out the Legends in that first game. And we've said it before, Con, this isn't even the best we've seen Team Reality to play. Sapphire, Mask and Imagine are fantastic players, and at the moment it just seems like they're heartedly playing.
Yeah, for me it's Team Reality. They might have got a lot of shots, but it's just there's nothing special. It was, I'll say, except from the individual goal by Sapphire, it just felt like they were running the numbers most of the time and just playing it around the Legends and just using their individual skill to be better than the other team. It's just, I want to see a bit more from them.
Yeah, just maybe saving that energy up for the later rounds when they go up against tougher opponents here, because, well, if they get on through this game, they've got to go up against either of two really tough teams. So Phoenix, who we, always see as well, get confused with a little bit, or Poco Dio, which is Crow, Money Talk, and Neon Remix. Again, another team full of absolute community veterans.
Ooh, there's a proper lineup for this tournament today, Bacon, isn't there?
There is. Whoever, if you can get to the quarterfinals today, you're good. It is that sort of level that anything above that, you're amazing,
Yeah,
just because it's absolutely stacked.
If you reach the quarterfinals, it means you've dabbled in Rocket League a bit before.
It's only once or twice, though.
Yeah. I dabble.
Well, always down towards the Team Reality end. Early aggression coming out of Legends, but not real follow-throughs. Minio does get it off to the backboard. Imagine, quite wisely so, taking it to the corner, but Mask can't reach in time. Imagine once again just trying to punch the ball away. I like how he's putting it into open space, isn't he, Colin?
It's just something a bit different that we haven't seen them do yet. Just do it more often, please.
Well, Imagine hammers on down the field. Banshee to the wall, bouncing around. Mask wants to play the ball across the net, make it tough to save. Drops it into center from Sapphire. Imagine going up, will get the knock, slows it down the center. Mask just has to hammer it away home, and he does exactly that. It took 47 seconds, and we've got a goal in game 2.
Tell you what, last game you were talking about the double commits from Team Reality. This game, it starts off a double commit from the Legends. And they were so cohesive in that last game as well. It's just a bit of a shame.
I like that follow through here from Sapphire, who's putting it into the center. Tries to link up once again from Sapphire, but couldn't drop down fast enough. Mask gonna pop that pass. Ball is past all the defenders, actually being able to get back just in time before another hit could come out of Mask. Ball across the field, using that width here. Now Imagine is going to go for the ceiling shot, drop it on down. Mask picks on up, puts it into the corner, doesn't get a second hit, but Sapphire is there. Slows it on down, tries to pop it, but well done by Loralee to get that away, clear the danger for a little bit. But once again, Zafir is straight onto it, really being a nuisance for the Legends.
Oh, they've caught a bit on the break here at the moment though. Zafir just gets back in there. So far, I think Zafir, he seems to have been playing quite a lot like an individual. I want to see him do more passes, a bit more teamwork, and then you might really see this Team Reality team start popping off.
Zafir's got to do something. Puts it into wall. I like the control on that, and then follows it through, but Banshee is there. Mask, again, doing these little pop plays, but didn't get past Banshee, who's starting to look a lot better in this game as well. He's realizing that those aerial attempts is just not as strong on as he would feel comfortable to do against these opponents, and so it's just keeping to that wall, keeping to the ground. Zafir with the mistake, he misses the ball. Loralee puts it into the corner. This comes on out. Can Minior do something? No, he puts the ball high. He needed to keep that down. Mask with the long shot, but Loralee is back in time. Puts over the Banshee. He wants to set up once again in the center, but no one is there to put the ball away.
So Banshee, you can see he's the link-up player for the Legend. He's the player the ball needs to run through, and then it goes from him to his other teammates. Just there's nobody on the end of his passes at the moment. The Legends, they really need to get somebody on the end of that, and they need somebody to goal as well, Bacon.
Yeah, everyone from the Legends there really pushed far upfield. The mistake coming out from Minior meant no one was back in defense. Easy runaway goal, and that is 2-0 to Team Reality.
Back to reality.
Oh, please don't start singing them for me. Come on, don't.
I think the worst bit about it would be my singing.
Yeah, that's very much it. Well, back into this game as well. Mask with a very, very long clear. Well received from Minior. Again, putting it into good space here. Imagine, puts it across into the center pitch. Zafir trying to get a touch. Mask coming on through. Does put it into the corner. Minior once again, nice control to put that away. Try and slow down the game as well as make it difficult for an attack to come off.
Minior almost there got away with just missing it, I feel, and then Zafir just couldn't get on the end of it. But entering 1 minute 30 seconds, just the Legends, they don't look like being aggressive at all.
Yeah, they've solidified their defense here a little bit because Mask, Imagine, and Zafir have just, calmed down a little bit on their attacks. They're just playing very solidly. They're finally doing those rotations properly, and so are the Legends. But you can't beat a goal like that.
I'm just going to put it back down to bad defending by the Legend. Is it Minior or Emil just completely whiffs the ball? He's like, under no pressure, just completely miss it. Banshee, I feel like he makes the wrong choice in trying to go up the ball, trying to get there in time. He had enough boost, I feel, just to jump in the air and maybe block it. And as a result, Maskoff picks up a very nicely finished goal.
Yeah, in that case, jump up in the air, block it, or hit the player out the way, because then it would just bounce them back and then his teammates would have been able to get to it. Just poor decision making with the time given. Imagine on the ball, will look to drop it into the center. Zafir trying to pop that away from Mask. Would have been better leaving it. Double commit coming up once again. Zafir with the shot from the corner. Presence given, and that is 4-0 and got to be called as the game call.
If Zafir didn't score, then I think his team might have been annoyed, and he probably went for two things he maybe shouldn't have gone for. Screwed up his team a bit, but he picks up a goal because he's Zafir.
Mask pops it up, flows on through, puts it to the side. Banshee trying to get that away, but Zafir's there, going for the second touch, can't get it. Nearly set up for Imagine, but Imagine missing. Neil with the run, across the whole pitch. And what the Legends need to take away from this form is just that they've got to solidify on their follow-ups into the centre, as well as making sure they've also got that third man back who can get into the fence when there's a quick runaway.
Yeah, but it's Team Reality who have imagined they won. That didn't really work.
No, it didn't, Al. Team Reality, like I said, will be going on into the next round, round 3. They're going up against, let me quickly get it on there, hasn't been decided yet, but the winner of Porco Dio and the late ones. That'll be a cracker of a game. But unfortunately, Colin, we don't have that game. No, we're going on down to the very bottom of the bracket. Put a 1 in chat, or is it going to be the final art and 1 Israeli, 1 Dutch, and 1 German? That's a very specific team name, isn't it?
Yes, indeed. I remember I have seen Final Art before because I recognise the name Big Jack D. And if you say it wrong, it turns into something a bit ruder.
Well, guys, if you're enjoying what you're watching, make sure to hit up Matcherino. Put some money towards the prize pool for tonight. I can see we've already got an extra $5. Come on in. That's 5 coming from our very own Bucket Man. And as well, not only helping out Matcherino, but if you really like Rewind Gaming as Norg, there is the Patreon, as well as, you can donate through PayPal. That's found at !donate on in chat, and I think !Patreon as well. But from myself, Digital Bacon, and Cornish Pirate, we'll see you next in round 3. Don't go anywhere, because it's going to be a good one. Welcome back, guys. We're now in round 3 of tonight's Rewind Gaming 3v3 weekly. And of course, we've got that little donation off the shout out earlier. Thank you so much to Solace Extreme for that. You guys are awesome. But come on, let's get on talking about this match, as we've got Put a One in chat going up against one Israeli, one Dutch, and one German, who, after, you know, having a couple of problems with teammates, I think we got 2 Israelis and one German now.
Yeah.
Oh, well. C'est la vie, so be it. Guys, this is going to be a great match. Put one in chat. That is Drowsy, Polly, and Lacey. One Israeli, one Dutch, and one German, which we're just going to refer to 1I, 1D, 1G. Evie, Danny Noddy, and Explosive. Corn, what are your thoughts on this matchup?
Well, I mean, there are more recognisable names of Put One in chat. I mean, players like Polly and Drowsy, who I definitely recognise. I know Polly's a pretty decent player. But this team, one Israeli, one Dutch, one German, they beat a team we recognised previously. So who was it? It was Final Art. It was Big Jack D.
Big Jack D, who you so badly want to see, but unfortunately, it's not going to be, Corn.
Okay, calm down, Becky. I'd say one Israeli, one Dutch, one German. They're unknown, but they're slightly proven. It could be interesting.
The only person on that roster that I know of, Corn, is Evie, and I can understand how they beat Big Jack D with a player of that caliber. Guys, get excited, get hyped, because we're just about to see this match. The players are coming out onto the pitch. They're ready to rumble. Rumble's not on, unfortunately. Well, Corn's not in charge of the lobby, so definitely not going to be Rumble there.
I still think we should have done a snow day tournament today.
We were thinking about that, guys, there at home. We are there going, should we put on, you know, a special, like, Christmassy tournament? We're like, nah, let's just keep it with 2v2s and 3v3s. And so it's 2 Israelis and 1 Dutch now, with Saw to come on to... Oh, yeah. Anyway, get in this game. Polly and Lacey really put them back onto that back line. As Explosive gave them a run around their corner.
Oh, yes. And you can really see who are the 2 Israeli players just by looking at the ping. They're the ones that are close to 100. I really feel for the Israeli.
Moving on down the pitch, Drowsy cuts it on in, gets a good back pass to Lacey, puts it away. There we go, the first goal of the game goes to Put a One in chat.
Tell you what, I would be annoyed at that bounce if I was the other team, because it almost hit the wall flat and it just goes up. It's all in the bounce, all that matters. Still, 1 goal to Put a One in chat. They deserve that goal. Early pressure.
Quite funny, Corn. We just got a little message, you know, behind the scenes here, saying that Saw is in fact Evie, who, that confused me coming into this game. I was there like, wait, there's no Evie? It's like, nah, some players just like to tease us a bit, don't they? They like to change their names up so it makes our job a little bit more difficult. And in situations like that, what was happening there?
Oh, it was close. I just ran across the face of the goal, and Polly was just a bit too slow, like a millimetre too slow to get it in. So close. But he's there, picking up saves in defence.
Drowsy on the ball, moves it towards the centre for Polly. So off to the backboard, it's dropped on down. Lacey not getting to the ball as Noddy stops that there. Evie as well. And by the name of Saw, he's on down pitch, past 2 players, follows it through, puts the shot off, but it's wide across the net, and Drowsy jumping on forward, not getting the touch. Polly trying to get something off with it as well, but not quite. Lacey does get the pinch 50-50, but it hammers it on straight into the opponents. Lacey on the line gets it clear.
That was a great redirect I saw there. Got loads of power on it, and he got the shot on target, but somebody in goal waiting to save it.
Always got to have that person back in the net to be able to make a save. Noddy gets on downfield. You can see Saw get onto it now, knock it to the backboard, but no one in the centre. You've got to have someone in the defence corner near enough all times to be able to be out and clear. But you've also got to have someone following up into the attack so that there's a passing opportunity.
I tell you what, Goalkeepers are like fishermen. They spend all day not moving, and they spend most of the time in the net.
Yeah, they still get a big catch, eh?
Yeah.
Well, Explosive on the ball, gets beaten by Lacey. Great clear as well out to Drowsy. Well handled by Evie. Lacey over to Polly. Polly trying to get another back pass. Is able to reach Drowsy. Just knocks it into the corner. Noddy. Nice clear. That could go the whole length of the pitch. It is going. Can Evie put it down? Puts it into the crossbar. Oh, Drowsy, well done. That was a missed opportunity and a half. Coming out from the 1D, 1G side.
Oh, wow.
Polly once again just getting a very clutch save. Pressure being put on time and time again, but this ball, it keeps going up above the net. It's not going down, Corn.
Oh, why 1D, 1G? They should have scored so easily there. They just couldn't get it in the net after so many attempts. They found themselves on the defence.
Lacey puts it into the corner. Explosive. Again, trying to keep his pressure away, but it's hitting the ball into their opponents. Lacey across. Nice reception from Noddy to be able to jump up. Quick reactions. Drowsy knocking it down to the ground. Even trying to be a massive nuisance. Ball out into the centre for Explosive. Well blocked by Polly, who's now got it on a bit of a run up the wall. Evie / Saw really getting in the way, manhandling the situation. Mistake coming out from Explosive. Noddy goes up. Polly knocks it out to Drowsy in the centre, but Noddy still being able to keep this ball out and does get clear.
Oh, just nobody's allowed to score in this game, Bacon, now. No matter how many shots you have, you're going to miss.
Oh, Explosive puts it on through, but Lacey picks it up. It's now going to get a bit of a run going. Polly goes wide, giving that option in the corner to Lacey. Drowsy comes up, moving into that rotation, but Explosive denies. Lacey across the goal into the centre for Polly. Good control. Polly puts the pass off to Lacey, then gets down into mid. Ready for the pass. And I love that from Polly there. Seeing that the ball's got time to roll. He's not going to steal that work from Lacey.
See, Polly is your kind of player, Bacon. He doesn't steal goals. He respects his teammates. Unlike me, who I would have stolen that straight away. I would have hit straight into the post as well.
Yeah, you would have tried to steal it before it even got across the goal. It's that sort of problem. Well, Noddy might just be able to get on through, but no, good block there from Drowsy. Polly gets a block again coming out. Hammer of a deflection off Saw. Lacey unfortunately missing the ball. Noddy knocks it on forward downfield. There was a double commit there. Gotta be careful. Drowsy, nice hit from him. The Explosive knocks that down into the corner. Nice control from Explosive. Coming down to the last few seconds here, Corn. Oh, and it's going to look to be a 3-0 game.
Look at this pass as well. It's an aerial dribble pass by Polly. A flying almost Dutchman, because he's from Belgium. Straight to Drowsy, just puts it in the back of the net.
And nice try on that one. Nice try. Well, there we said it. 3-0. There is time for another goal. It's a possibility. That's dropping down.
Nope.
Hits the ground near enough on the line. That ball was 95% of the way into the net, but denied.
I think that goal at the end pretty much sums up one Israeli, one Dutch, one German. In that it was so close to going in. It probably was going to go in at some point, and yet it didn't.
I love that in chat as well at the moment. Saw Explosive Noddy saying, Lacey, can you please stop? You're our sub. You're not meant to be able to beat us, but no. Polly, Lacey, and Drowsy, they're the A team. You guys get down. They're going to be able to take you, and 3-0 is a convincing lead in that first game.
Yeah, well, the story of the first game was I came, I saw, and I did not conquer.
Well, we've only got 18 seconds waiting on out. Polly, the last one to click ready. Maybe buying that bit of time, having that team talk between. Put a 1 in chat. I love that name as well, Paul.
I mean, I feel like a team name along those lines, but more relevant to us, we put an F in chat.
Press F to pay respects to the mighty. Put a 1 in chat. Just an F1. Tons of F1s come out into chat right now. So we're going to see game 2 underway. Can put a 1 in chat get the clean sweep, the 2-0 here, or a 1i, 1d, and 1g going to be able to take this to a game 3? We've got 5 minutes to find out, Corn.
My money is on the Belgium poly bag. Except for he doesn't work, he's just polys.
Well, nobody. Sorry, Noddy. On the ball. Nobody really getting a good opportunity out of that. Explosive comes on through after the clearance. Saw trying to get on past as well. Noddy hits it into all. That's nice for Explosive, but well done by Polly to block that out. Saw pops it up. Going to follow through, trying to go for a second hit, but misses the ball. Noddy, again, just lands on the ball, doesn't get him moving wherever he wants. And now all the players clustered up in that corner. That looks to be a runaway. It goes wide of goal. Drowsy's got to knock this into the centre, but misses the ball. Lacey puts it into the centre finally, and Saw puts it up away. Explosive trying to get that quick, clean hit out, but can't.
Ooh, that's flying across the pitch. Oh, wow, pass. Well, Lacey, you should do better than that. Maybe he is throwing for his other team.
Hopefully not, as Saw gets the long shot off out into the post. That is saved. Blue side there. Really lucky that that post was working in their favour today.
Oh, that was a completely deliberate block there by Ollie. Just took out the player that was going for the ball. Quite funny to watch.
Explosive knocks up into Polly. Polly's just going to follow through onto this. Knocks out Saw as well. Lacey not getting that communicated to him. So it just comes on back out. Drowsy up high, gets knocked a little bit. Wants to follow on through, try to get a block against Explosive, but Polly will do exactly that. Double commit coming out from Saw and Noddy as Lacey clears the ball into the corner. Polly knocking it towards the backboard, but Explosive takes that to the side. Does not want this to go across the net. Saw will just keep this up high, clear it away. Wants to follow on through, and triple commits into that ball there.
Yep, I tell you what, 1i, 1d, 1g have really found their defense this game, and I feel like their defense was in D Garden next to D Gate.
I like that one, Paul. Well, Lacey try and run this down, but overextends that ball, hitting it too far, meaning that it's handed on over. Wasted attempts there as Noddy puts the ball into the centre. Saw bounces it up into the roof and back down. Explosive coming away. Puts the ball once again, trying to get into the centre, but Drowsy blocks it on out. I'm loving the defence at the moment. So it just means that it's not going in front of the net. They're just playing very safe here, aren't they, Con?
Ooh, yes, but I mean, I put one in chat, maybe had a bit more aggression at the start. They've had absolutely no aggression now, though. They haven't even had a shot this game.
Yeah, 1i, 1d, and 1g now have had a lot of pressure for a long time. Saw trying to get that away, but lack of boost meant that Lacey was able to get back quick enough. Polly covering that back post, was able to move into the ball, trying to start a run, but Noddy blocks out. Drowsy is on her way straight to Saw. Saw, seeing they won't get that effectively, lets Explosive take on over. Polly with the clear will go the whole left of the pitch, and maybe we'll start to see some aggression come out from put a 1 in chat.
Ooh, great chance. Oh, they only need a single chance, Bacon. Look at this, Drowsy. Almost done nothing this game so far. He's been absent, but he pops up for the goal.
Well, Noddy again, we were talking about poor decisions earlier. Noddy going up onto that wall just went sailing right over his head. And so now, put a 1 in chat are in the lead, even with that one shot. It's the number of goals that matters at the end of the day.
It's just all that hard work by 1D, 1G, 1I. I said it in the wrong order, but oh well. It's just gone to waste now, and they're really under pressure against Lacey. Couldn't get a second goal for his team.
Saw on the ball, deciding to take it to the wall. Explosive picks it on up. Drowsy, good block. Sending that back into the 1i, 1d, 1g corner. Boy, long hit. That'll hit the backboard, drop on down. Unless, yeah, Saw clears it on out. Uses Noddy as well to get it running. I was saying about the handovers earlier, Corn. They're just hitting the ball a little bit too far away from their cars so that their opponents can swoop on in, intercept it, and then put that pressure back on them.
It's like, yeah, the 1i, 1d, 1g, there's no dynamicness, there's no explosiveness in their attack. It's just, they go through the motions, they just hit it down the other end, and it doesn't work.
Noddy clears on away. Saw, I like this follow through. Will find the backboard. Polly, well done, the pin into the corner and out. Lacey trying to get that 1-2 going with Polly. Didn't quite work. Explosive. Long clear. Noddy beaten by Drowsy, who keeps it away. That could keep that 1-goal lead. Drowsy puts it above the net. Lacey drops it on down. And Corn put a 1 in chat. They taken this as a sweep. And in that second goal, it was only 1 goal that, separated them.
Apparently, Lacey has been fired from the sub of Saul's team. I did not see that coming.
Nope. Saw/Evie is a little bit jelly right now, and rightfully so, because Lacey is really turning it on up alongside Polly and Drowsy, as they're going to be making their way on through to the quarterfinals, and they'll be facing up against the winners of Vortex Gaming and Bon Voyage. Corn, unfortunately, this was the quickest game to get on through, so we're going to have to head on over to a little break, guys. During that break, make sure to hit on up the Match Arena. That is where today's prize pool is based. You can find it over there. We're currently on $30 out of the 45. Let's hit that 45. Let's make sure that it is just going to be so fulfilled that whoever wins tonight has got a nice wad of cash to go home with. Unfortunately, though, Corn, we don't have those free $1 codes that we normally do. They were all used up. The support for tonight was great already, weren't it? With 25 people already coming through and using the free $1 donation codes.
Well, everybody turned out in force just early on, stole all the codes, put them all in. Now we're reliant on the generosity of you lovely souls out there.
Generosity of you, and if you want to help out even further, make sure to hit that follow button above or the subscription button. First time subscriptions at the moment are 20% off, so a little bit cheaper, maybe a Christmas present to a friend as well, gift a sub, or you can just head on over to Twitter. That is found at !Twitter in chat. But from myself, Digital Bacon and Corn, we shall see you after this break. Welcome back, ladies and gents, to the quarterfinals of tonight's Rewind Gaming 3v3 Weekly. That's right, we're on into the quarterfinals, and casting it for you is going to be myself, Digital Bacon, and I'm joined by none other than Cornish Pirate. How are you doing there, Corn? How have you found tonight so far?
Loving it tonight so far. I've had a few slow games, but this one should be an absolutely cracking one. We've got Tadar Bacon. I can't hold it back anymore. He is my favourite player in the tournament. He's just magical.
Well, let's do the teams then. 2 chips and some fries going up against OPOP. Now, 2 chips and some fries. They are the #1 seed coming on into this. Going up against OPOP, who they've got a couple of names to them, like Fruity, for example, should play very well. But coming up against Cloaky, Shakaron, and Tadar. This is going to be a tough team to beat, Corn. Well, and rightfully so. They're the first seed.
Oh, yeah, I mean, you got... I'm just going to talk about Tadar, so just hold your breath. Tadar, he makes passes. He doesn't score goals. He doesn't defend too well. He just makes amazing passes. He always sets his team up for these outstanding goals. And if he is on fire, you are going to see something special. The other two are quite good as well.
Corn, the founding member of the Tadar fan club there. If you head on over to tadarfanclub.net, you'll find a big picture of Corn's face and then Love Heart and then a picture of Tadar and his Batmobile underneath them both. It is a somewhat odd sight, Corn, I'm not going to lie. But
I prefer to use the Batmobile with the heart trail, if possible.
Yeah, of course. And every day we go... and worship Mr. Tadar and say thank you for the lovely pass. But let's get on into this, Corn. 2 chips and fries going up against OPOP. The players are ready to get onto our screens. They're just waiting behind, getting their boots on. As always, come on, let them on onto the pitch. We want to see them. And guys, who are you supporting there at home? 2 chips and some fries. The real expected winners here, or the underdogs that are OPOP, let us know. We want to hear your thoughts and, of course, your words there on Twitch. Without further ado, the players are ready. The countdown is underway. We're going to see Fruity going up against Tadar for the starter of Corn. Tadar's not in the Batmobile today. What is going on here already?
Well, I think he's just made a small lineup change. He's gone for the Octane. It's known for being almost as good as the Dom.
He's become a normie and picked up that Octane. Maybe that would change his playstyle amongst this trio. Cloaky powers it into corner, wants to follow up through. Vortex puts it down. Tadar!
I mean, at the start, I did say he doesn't score goals. Apparently he does today. Look at that, it just comes from in open space, nobody in goal. Pops it straight down the middle. As easy as they can.
There you go. Batmobiles for passing. Octane is for scoring. Tadar in 28 seconds gets his name onto that score sheet from a great pass there from Cloaky, who wrapped it on around. Sizlo. Some pass to Tadar, the last man back. He is a good defender and then follows through and does get stuff set up as well. Puts the pass into centre for Cloaky. This is already a fantastic start for 2 chips and some fries.
That was what I was talking about with the passes. He just gets on the right side of it, slots it straight in the middle. Fruity, he doesn't know where to go. He wasn't expecting pass. He's expecting to be greedy. He never is. And, well, 2-0 up for 2 chips and some fries.
Fruity gets the kick off. You're going to see Sizlu come on through. Fruity wanting that drop down. Hits it too far. Vortex needed that further back towards the mid instead of deep into the back line there. Jacqueline just blocking up the ball. Sizlu moving it back. Vortex again putting that forward. But he needs to start finding some open space or teammates instead of just knocking into his opponents.
So we're past that first minute mark now. 2 chips and fries. They've had a couple of chances. But they're still at 2 goals up. I want to see more.
Maybe we shall see more. Vortex does get the block against Tadar. Shakaron is up there, knocking this down for Cloaky. Hams into that backboard. Tadar will be back at goal as he rotated back very well. Gets the block. Moves it on forward. There's a mistake there from Sizzlou, so Cloaky can just put that pressure on. Puts that back line so that the other two members from Chips and Fries can move on back. Gets out defensively. To Darkhorn is struggling here with some internet connection issues. And as I say that, OPOP get the first goal from Vortex.
Nice counter-attack there. Shakaron just caught a bit, and Vortex, well, it's just a simple block on the clear, and OPOP get their first goal back.
OPOP not out of this just yet. Tadar still struggling with that ping issue, and Fruity is just going to capitalize upon that 2-all.
I don't think he was really thinking about what he's doing there. He puts it in front of his own goal. Fruity, he reads that spot on. He finds the gap between the front post and the player in goal. 2-all now in a matter of 30 seconds. 2 chips and 2 fries have had their lead completely destroyed.
Fruity trying to knock that pass. Cloaky blocks it on out. Vortex again trying to put that pass back for Sizzlou, who just kept moving backwards. Needed to turn on it maybe a little bit sooner. Vortex clears on out. Cloaky deciding to go out to the side. Tadar still struggling with this ping. He now needs to go into defense, let his 2 teammates take control, get that pressure going down the opponent's end of the field for them, and Tadar can just have the easiest time, make sure that he makes as few mistakes as possible.
And yeah, he's having intermittent ping now. Sometimes it's fine, it's perfect. Other times it's like at 200. And that's the worst kind of ping possible, but it does not matter. Shakaron, from long range, gets his team back in the lead.
Yep, he just pongs this ball downfield the whole way. No defender there. That's an open net, and Shakaron is going to send 2 chips and fries up a goal.
Yep, Tadar, you can restart your internet after this game real quick. We will do anything for you. I'm a complete fanboy.
Well, Shakaron knocks this down straight into Fruity, who's going to ham that to the back ball. Wants to follow on through. Elected to go for that pass into centre, but really there, Corn, he should have just put that away.
Yeah, sometimes teamwork is not the right idea. Sometimes you just need to be a bit greedy, take the shot yourself.
Fruity on the ball, moving it towards the centre. Shakaron hammers it into Sizzlou. Fruity knocking it down. Vortex decides to go for the shot, and it was a good decision, as we've got a squared up game once again.
Is it Shakaron? Yeah, he's going as fast as he can, and he's so close, and the ball just finds that far corner. 3-all, game on.
Game on, and Sizzlou goes up against Tadar. Vortex just slowing it down, gets under his control, puts it over for Sizzlou. Decides to go up the wall, and it misses the ball. Shakaron now with an opportunity, pops that far across the goal, and Vortex will pick it on up. Decides to put it against that corner. Tadar just coming in, being a nuisance. It was good. Ball up for Shakaron now. Hammers it up high, but Fruity drops on down and keeps it away. Sizzlou with the long shot once again, catching 2 chips and fries off. That's 4-3 now in favour of OPOP.
I don't think Cloaky should have taken that touch. Maybe Fruity would have run away with it, but I feel that Cloaky needs to come out and then Tadar comes in. We just need to get that full rotation going, and that's where you can really pile on the pressure.
Definitely, and I've said it again, just Tadar is so far forward. He needs to be back in that fence, because right now it is a big opening for them, and once again Fruity is just going to capitalise upon it.
They're running away with it now. I mean, this isn't even Tadar's internet. His internet's been fine for the last minute or so. This is just OPOP playing to the best of their ability, and 2 chips and fries having no defence at all.
Well, 1 minute remaining, 2 goals for 2 chips. That is not unexpected. It could happen, but you can expect OPOP to try and stop that with demos such as that from Fruity. Tadar moving into centre. Will miss Shakaron, but Cloaky is there. Goes for the run, passes it on in, but the ball just wide of the net. Hits the post, bounces on out. Shakaron follows through. Wants to put that in the middle. Does get up high. Tadar is there. Can he drop it on down? Yes, he can, but Sizzlou can get the save.
this is the pressure we want to see a lot earlier on from Two Chips and Some Fries. They can get the goal, they get the ball to the goal. They just can't get across that line at the moment.
Vortex drops on down. Great pass to Sizzlu, who's going to put it away, and that is going to be game 1, going in favour of OP, who have absolutely turned up to this one then.
From 2-0 down to 6-3 up, they dominated this second half, especially this last minute or so. They have been just completely on top of Two Chips and Some Fries.
Yep, or Two Fries and Some Chips. They're all the exact same thing here. Vortex still looking for another goal, wanting to take it to a 7-3. So does Fruity. Vortex looking to drop that down. Unfortunately, can't get a touch, and OP will take game 1 in what turned out to be quite a convincing fashion corner.
Yes, I mean, Two Chips and Fries, they were so good at the start. They were passing, the shots were coming off, and then they went cold after Dadar's internet stopped working, and they haven't really been the same since.
No, well, Dadar's internet has calmed on down. It's reached the 28 again. I love that. 5 players have 28 as their ping corn, and then the one out of the mix has got the 48, which is still quite funny. But Sizzlus has dropped on down. Got a whole mixture, a whole hodgepodge of pings once again. And, well, really, this game corn can go any way. Both teams are relatively similar in skill if, they're playing all at their potential. So I can't call this second game. We could see it finish here in game 2, or we could see it.
Dadar's internet is having problems again. I'm not sure what the ruling is for this point.
I've seen it stay. There it is. Yeah. We're going to probably head on over to a break. Yeah, Dadar's left. So we're going to have to reset this match. Ladies and gents at home, we're going to throw it over to a quick break so we get this sorted on out. We are back here. We're going to be restarting game 2 over on Manfield Stadium. Tadar looks like his Inter has, finally sorted itself out. It's behaving for him. And Shakra on the free are going to be doing the kickoff. Tadar follows up, puts it on into the corner. Sizzlu hammers up high. We've seen this exact hit from him time and time again, but finally Shakaron clears it off to the side. Fruity with the back pass might be dangerous as Cloaky hammers it away. Shakaron putting it into the wall. Tadar is up. Can he put this down? But no. Sizzlu locks it on out.
Oh, that's what the two chips and some fries team is all about. Just those passing plays, one player to the next player to the final player, and it's a shot. And it was blocked at the shot, but it's great to see.
Fruity still keeping it in corner for Sizzlu. He's put it into the centre. It wasn't back far enough, so that was cleared away from Shakaron. Looking for options in the middle. Decides to play it very far back. I like to see that, not being afraid to go for those back passes, Corn.
You see it a lot from this team. Instead of trying to run it round the corner into the box, they cut it short, and it just catches the defence out quite a lot.
We're moving into the corner. Fruity bouncing it up and down. Look at that. Sizzlu coming back on in. Fruity deciding to try and pass that one back. Not getting the exact touches they want, but the pressure now from OPOP is something else. Tadar not being able to get this away effectively. Vortex just turning around on the spot, and Shakaron again hammering away to that corner. Two chips and some fries are struggling here. It is evident. And OPOP get the first goal of the game.
Look at this from Sizzlu. He picks the ball up and he just flies at it. He's off. He's gone. And he chips it over Cloaky just for that finish. Cloaky, he was a dead man watching. There's not much you could really do to defend that.
Not much to do indeed. Double kickoff there coming from Fruity and Sizzlu. Worked as it put it really deep into the two chip side. Tadar not being able to connect with the ball. Cloaky just going to slow things down, hits it away. Straight into Vortex. Needs to be a little bit more clever with that, and Shakaron comes through with the clear. Follow up on this ball. Decides to hammer it on into the net. Whew. And a hammer it was. Look at that 110 kph corn.
Boomer! Look at this. Flies straight in at side Shakaron, all the way across the goal. And there's no defending that from the front post. You have to be back post to save that.
Well, 3 minutes 13 remaining, 2 goals already. Cloaky trying to make it free. Got the double defense. Keeps the ball on out. Tadar puts that on down. This is dangerous. Cloaky is back. Needs to wait for this. Needs to come on in. Tadar being the only one to go up for it. Doesn't touch it until really it was a bit of a limp attempt in the end. Shakaron with the clear. Ball going back into the two chips zone. The pressure coming out from OPOP corner is really just OP.
Yeah, two chips fries, they're good at defense, they're not amazing. Their ability is just to score outstanding goals. OPOP, they're limiting them, and that's, I think, the best way to play against a team like this. They're not like that.
Someone must have taken off that limiter there, as both Sizzlu and Vortex did nothing in that situation. 2 whiffs. And Cloaky comes through and just puts the ball where in the goal. Will take every opportunity he can.
Vortex was in a very difficult position there. It's so hard to hit it when you see your teammate miss it and then you realise, oh, I've got to hit this after my teammate's just completely missed. You're out of position. So I'm just going to blame it on Sizzlu for that. All his fault.
Cloaky up. Vortex does come out with the ball. Shakaron again trying to just power this ball into the net. It's not going to work every single time. He's got to work on that accuracy as well. Nice hit from Fruity. Works as a pass over to Sizzlu. And Sizzlu puts it away.
You can see the indecisiveness from Cloaky right there. He just stops and is like, oh, is he going to pass? Is he going to shoot? And all that time takes him out of the game. Caught in no man's land. Lovely pass into the middle. And 2-2. The game is back along.
Yep, every second you're thinking is a second you're not playing, and that's why I don't think at all. Shakaron moving the ball downfield. It's not going to connect, going to let it bounce quite slow, trying to, really disjoint the defense there, trying to confuse them. Sizzlu knocking it back for his teammate Vortex. Cloaky clearing away. Into Shakaron, who stops it there for Cloaky. I'm liking this. Tadar with the power hit, but from that length down the field. It's not going to reach the goal. Chakron coming through with another clear over the Cloaky. Cloaky over to Tadar. These passing plays, I'm liking it, and they've got to surely result in something cool.
That was a walloping pinch. It almost came back to the halfway line. Cloaky, oh, he's got a shot off. The passing plays are so difficult defending it, so it turns the defenders inside and out.
You can see Chakron now put this in to the hot spot, the center. Ball dropped on down. Well done to Vortex to clear it away. Chakron now is going to follow us up. Does beat Sizzlu into it, and so gets the clear to Dar there. He's got Cloaky in the middle. He's going to find Cloaky, but Fruity finds a save. Good read from Fruity there.
I felt Cloaky just overran that slightly, but he didn't quite get the power he wanted on it, and able to give Fruity the chance he needed to make that save.
Tadar puts the ball into the centre. Fruity trying to clear on out. Cloaky does get a shot, and Tadar does go for the demo onto Vortex, but the shot was a miss. Missed opportunity indeed. Cloaky going to follow him through.
Oh,
goes for the fake. Oh, but the ball's still safe.
I thought he had got that one with the fake, and then the defender just gets back in time. So close to getting the winner of this game.
It's 2 at the moment. Tadar is going to need help here as the ball's down into the 2 chips end. Ball's still dangerous. Fruity is up. If he can knock this down, nope. Cloaky sends off to the side. Ball still up in the air. Tadar trying to get this on down. So is Chakron, but Fruity will not allow it. Cloaky finally lets the ball hit the ground, and we've got 2-all game.
Overtime. One team wins, they go to the next round. The other team wins, we get a third game. I would quite like to have a third game, not just because Tadar's my favourite player, but this is a great match to watch.
Fruity with the clear. He's going to go the whole length of the pitch for Tadar. He puts it again right up high. Follows through with a second touch. And it's really deep into that backboard for Sizzlu. Tadar just with the back pass. Hoping to connect with Chakron. Bit of a dodgy bounce, but Chakron, great control to get this on out. Past 2 players into the corner. Vortex now just needs to slow it down, trying to get some sort of build-up going. He does get down to his opponent's end of the field, but that was easy for Cloaky to clear away. Gets another hit to clear it away, and Chakron will follow into that. But great stuff by Fruity just to block the ball out.
Oh, it's getting... Oh, that's so close to a great chance there. Just couldn't quite get a shot on target. Went into our second minute of overtime. And I don't think we've had quite a shot on target yet, but it's still not a bad game.
Nope, Chakron and Tadar on the attack. Luckily for them, Cloaky is in defense when Vortex cuts that one out. Fruity was up. Very preemptive there. Sizzlu with the power here. It goes wide. Chakron out to Cloaky. Cloaky trying to find Tadar in the center, but Vortex was the one that was found. Vortex trying to get a bump into Chakron, trying to get that demo. Didn't quite work out. He lost the speed going up the wall. Tadar shadowing Fruity, trying to get his ball out to the center. No one touching it. Chakron, the only man left back in defense, gets turned around, but Sizzlu can't find the net.
Chakron, he just did enough there. He forced his player wide and couldn't quite get the pass off in time for the second player to take a shot and get it on target. Great defending.
And to the middle, Cloaky clears it away straight to Vortex. Vortex and Sizzlu actually just bundle on up as they jump into each other. Tadar clears it on out. This is going to be dangerous here. Chakron's the only one back. The back pass from Vortex goes a little bit too far. Fruity well put into the corner. It's bounced out into the center, but Fruity would be the first one onto it. Straight to Sizzlu, hammers it away easy for Chakron to save them.
Ooh, that was a big miss by Tadar. He had a great chance crossing the middle. Whereas we've had an extra 50% of the game at this point, and they're still 2-all.
Well, both teams here are just playing very defensive, making sure that someone is back. So the attacks aren't as extravagant as we used to hear from these two sides, but they're solid. It's really going to come down to whoever makes a mistake first.
And games like this, it's a mistake or an absolute moment of brilliance, and I'm hoping for the brilliance.
Cloaky gets the 50-50 around to the center and will retreat. Chakron up. So let's knock that down for Tatar. Tatar lines up for Clokey. Clokey goes wide and high.
Oh,
but
there we go.
Chakaron brings it back on down. On, we're going to game 3.
I say that's just the passing plays, the powerful passing plays by Two Chips and Fries. All 3 players involved, and they deserved that goal.
Well deserved indeed. Chakaron really stepping on up in that game, just being a solid defender and then coming through with those power hits. But it's those team plays which have really earned Two Chips and some Fries that win.
Yeah, look at the shots between them as well. So many shots just for the 5 goals. That's how strong defensively both these teams are.
So we're on into game 3 here, ladies and gents. We're going to be seeing Fruity and Tadar start us off. Clokey up in the air, putting that off to Vortex. Vortex up high, connects with Fruity. Just wide in the net to Tadar with the run, but Sizzlu once again getting in the way. Clokey with the mistake, and Sizzlu, quick enough as anything, gets the first goal of the game.
I just want to see what happens here. Clokey, I think just reads it slightly, just gets an inside touch on that post to get the angle. But I didn't see that going in. I don't think Clokey expected it to go in.
No, it's just that weird, awkwardly slow ball. Sometimes you don't have to hit the ball as hard as you can. It's about the accuracy. And sometimes by hitting it slow, you throw the players off.
I say, a shot on target is better than a 200 km/h shot off target.
It depends, because if you hit off target, then it could hit on back for a teammate. But again, it's that point of you've got to communicate that to a teammate, and it's got to actively be a pass, doesn't it?
Well, a 200 km shot to the backboard is going into your own goal.
Oh, Clokey,
Clokey
misses massively there as he goes out wide. The ball's still down into the OPOP side. Sizzlu will look to get this out now. Clokey locking it out. Vortex is there. He's got to do something because Tadar comes through. Doesn't get the pinch he wants with the ball, so it's sent across the net. He's still trying to just force it on through, but the defense is too strong from OPOP. Clear coming out from Sizzlu. Tadar going up, deciding to take it off to the side. It was a bad choice. So that's straight at Sizzlu. Clokey on out to Vortex. That whole left side of the pitch is free game. No one is over there, so that's when he needs to be clearing it away. And just when I say that, that's when someone forms it up. They know the defense that they're going to be looking to put it over there.
Ooh, that one's going as well. Chakaron found the back row save. But it's OPOP do look a bit better on the attack at the moment. And saying that, oh, Clokey should have scored there. What a save by Vortex.
Yep, Vortex, great save indeed. Chakaron, another great one there, blocking Vortex on out. Tadar with the pinch into the top of Fruity. Vortex back in time. Easy save for him. Sizzlu is there to drop it on down. Chakaron clears out to the center. Fruity comes on through, knocks it forward, but Clokey jumps up at the right time, did move the ball off to the side.
Always so dangerous when you make a save and it's just straight back down to middle. If you say something has to go off to the side, or your opponents just keep the attack going, and you're still in the air probably.
Ball just coming out from the Two Chips net, but as soon as I say that, it's back on into the danger zone. No one actually covering the net there. Chakaron just off to the side does get a save, however. Sizzlu looking for an option. He's found Fruity, but Chakaron saw what was coming, locked it on out as quick as he could. Fruity leaving the ball. Sizzlu is there. Can't get it around, so that's just a power hit. Trying to find someone in the middle. Didn't quite work as Tadar moving it downfield. Clokey will try and stop this. No, he lets Chakaron come on through. Chakaron with the delay. Doesn't quite work.
It's not quite coming off for Two Chips and Fries. We're not seeing those huge passing plays that we've seen in previous games. A bit more of that, and I feel like they can get over that edge and score a goal.
A goal is needed here from the Two Chip side, because as it stands, OPOP will be the team to go on through to the semis. We can't be having that con. We want to see another overtime, don't we?
Oh yeah, we want to see Basically, I don't want this game to end. Like, I just like watching this game.
Really, they're coming out from Clokey, but just hide the goal. Fruity with a power hit. Clokey's got to do something. Puts it to the side for Tadao. Puts it back into the centre. The link-ups. Chakron is up high. Knocks it forward a bit. If Clokey can get onto this, puts it into the backboard. Oh, we needed it a bit more into the corner if we wanted to bounce it into the middle. Tadao jumps at it. This is a massive oh dear. Like Korn said, Fruity is going to get the second goal for OPOP.
Yeah, we just got that huge advantage being able to see the whole pitch of time. You see, there's nobody back in defence. Star and Clokey with the double commit. Both of them missing the ball. Empty goal. Fruity just says, thank you very much, and just runs off and scores.
I don't know what Tadal's thinking coming on into that, but he's got 45 seconds to redeem himself. The post won't allow the ball to go on in. So it's still that 2-goal margin. Chakron coming through. Needed to keep that ball a little bit more down. Clokey with a hit. Goes wide. Tadal trying to line this up in the centre. Chakron does get the hit off the back, and it's in the net. 30 seconds remaining and 1 goal separating these two teams.
That was just one of those calculated ones where it pinches off the underside of the crossbar, straight back into you, into the goal. He 100% meant that. That was a pure striker's finish.
Yep, he calculated everything there and got it to work for him. Currently going to have the ball move on into the OPOPM, but not for long as Fruity clears away. Now, Korn, I'm expecting OPOP just to want to play the possession game, keep it away from their net, just clear after clear. You're going to see Chakron, Tadao and Clokey just want to put on that all attack. They've got one more attempt. Tadao is on the ball. He needs Clokey to come forward. Ball's going to drop. Chakron, keep this alive. He puts it to the backboard. Clokey is there. Hits it into the net. Great bump from Chakron to open it on up. And we've got an overtime.
Oh my god, what was that goal? Clokey with the shot. Chakron, he just takes Fruity out. He says, you're not going anywhere, and slams him straight into the back of the goal. Oh, that was what I wanted to see.
Let's go, Chips. We see it in chat. But do we have anyone that's in favour of OPOP? Let us know, guys, as this is when both sides really need your energy.
No, Chakron!
Still putting the ball high. Sislo puts it off to the side. Clokey needs to find that ball. Sislo with a good block. Fruity is on it. Oh, does get the block. Clokey decides to send this off to the corner. Chakron now. Power hit from him. I don't know how he does it, but he must have an absolute rocket in that octane to be able to put that much speed onto the ball. Dard does get a good block here. And we get an opportunity to pass this in the centre. Clokey puts it on up high. Chakron elects to go into the fence. Can see that there is danger brewing. Ball into the middle. And Vortex is going to put it away. Big mistake coming out of 2 chips. Chakron leaves after it. And OPOP are going to be the first team to go on through to the semi-finals.
Oh, Chakron, he just overrun that one. You see that he's just like boosting, needs to reverse a bit, and the empty goal finish. OPOP, I thought they were deserved winners. 2 chips and fries, they put an amazing amount of effort in there. You don't have a good game without good opponents.
Nope, you don't indeed. And that is it. OPOP are going on through to the semis, but we're not going to see what they've got in store for their opponents, which is... Okay, chat, I'm probably going to get this wrong. I'm going to be completely upfront with this now. But we're going with Laissez Malfait, which stands for something like the site is poorly done in French. So we're not going to be able to see them. No, instead, we're going to be watching Get Wiggly Tough go up against Put a 1 in chat. Oh boy, this is going to be a matchup. Don't go anywhere. This is just going to be a short break as we get the lobby made on up for you. In that break, make sure to smash that follow button. I don't even want to see it after you're done with it. And also a big shout out and a thank you to Coach Duality for the bits. Much love, buddy. Guys, we shall see you in a few moments. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the semi-finals. That is right. Here we will find who will be going on through to the finals to have a crack at the $45. That is on offer for tonight. Again, a big shout out again to Coach Reality for even more bits. You lovely, lovely boy. But without further ado, I'm Digital Bacon, joined once again by Cornish Pirate, and we're going to be bringing you Get Wigglytuff versus Put a One in Chat.
And this is the fight of the French against the British and Belgian friend.
And the Belgian guy, Polly. Yeah. Of course, Get Wigglytuff, an entire Frenchy side. Nexo, Mount, and Fairy Peak going up against Put One in Chat. That is Drowsy, Polly, and Lacey. We saw them earlier, but here, Con, this is going to be a massive task for them to defeat Get Wigglytuff.
I mean, when you're playing against Fairy Peak, he's just a player of such a high caliber. You know what he's going to do. You've seen him play on all the streams. He got an RLCS World Championships final. I mean, I think he's probably played more than 2 times, maybe 3.
You're talking about, thousands of hours there, Colin.
Yeah.
More than 3,000 hours. Yeah, you can definitely guarantee that, buddy. But without further ado, let's get these players onto the pitch. Guys, the prize pool is currently sitting at $30. If you want to extend that, make sure to hit up Matcherino, Matcherino in chat. Players are all ready on into the pitch.
Bacon, Fairy Peak's found a new meta. Have you seen what car he's using?
Where is he? Wait, let me... Oh, we love Fairy Peak already. It's not as good as the Gizmo, but second best Fairy Peak in the Scarab. Let's go, boys. Get Wigglytuff versus Put a One in chat. Let us see you get tough and put those ones on in the chat like requested. At the moment, it's looking like Put a One in chat have got the advantage. Polly manhandling Mount there. Drowsy jumping on in as well. Lacey deciding to drop it on down. Drowsy cleverly working this ball into the center, but Fairy Peak will get it away to the side. Still dangerous here. Fairy Peak knocking it up high. Lacey running on through, keeping this pressure going.
I just want to see how a really good player uses the Scarab. Because, I mean, it's very different from the other cars.
I don't know, Corn, if you've watched me play games. You know how a good player doesn't play the Scarab. So, because I don't have the DLC, who's trying to back me? So, Lacey onto the ball, pass it to Polly, who's up high. Once again, getting blocked on out. Drowsy trying to get us into the center. Nexo coming on through. Mount another touch. Fairy Peak rightfully so backing away as Polly was onto that. Lacey hammering across the pitch. Drowsy with the all-important hit. Gets the first goal for Put One in chat.
I'm going to put that down to Fairy Peak's mistake. He just took such a long, wide angle to try and come back on that, giving Drowsy all the time to take the shot. I know if Fairy Peak even was facing the right direction, he's still too far away to close the angle down enough. Drowsy puts his team 1 goal ahead.
1-0 now, sitting at 3 minutes 40 remaining. Nexo hammering it towards his opponent's net, but Lacey is there. Mount going to be able to pick this up, puts it into the corner. Drowsy once again there. The defensive rotations from Put One in chat are something else. Just holding strong enough against whatever their opponents do.
Oh, I think that was more of Get Wigglytuff just completely messed up their attack there. They should have scored. It was I think it was more difficult not to score than it was to score.
Well, Mount puts the ball into the center. Fairy Peak putting it down. Lacey and Polly getting the double touch pinch. Nexo dropping this on down past Polly. As they try and get this in the center. It does find Fairy Peak, but that is the wrong team.
That was a very heavy pass by Fairy Peak. Bit too heavy.
Yeah, Nexo couldn't keep it on down. It went straight up, a missed opportunity there. Lacey puts it into the corner. Mount well done to steal the boost. Lacey just going to be hungry for it. Polly being able to come through and back up, but that is all the players on out. Mount is going to get the all-important hit to put the ball away.
Fairy Peak, he just got that ball going in the right direction, catching all Put One in chat players out of position. And Mount, He just puts it in the net, easy as they come for him. He just has to steal it away.
Sitting at 1-1 in this game. Mount straight to Fairy Peak. Knocks it on up high. Wants to follow on through. Does, but misses the goal. This is not what we expect of a player of such high caliber, Corn.
Well, actually, to be fair, lots of very good players can miss the goal. It's just, they need to find the goal more often than miss it.
Lacey, off to the backboard. That's going to go really far across the net. Polly tried his darndest, but couldn't get it on down. Fairy Peak clearing out. Double commits into Mount's space and then demos Polly. Nixo puts it up high. Polly's going to be the first one onto this. Decides to hit it towards net. Had options down below. Maybe try and pass it instead of just going for that goal.
Getting past that 2-minute mark now. It's 1-1. Get Wigglytuff. They've turned up the pressure a bit in the second half as well. I think their game's starting to go their way.
Maybe they're just trying to evolve as a team there. At the moment, still little Jigglypuffs, but they've got to evolve and get into those Wigglytuffs if they want to beat on out their opponent.
You never know. When they get to the final, they might have a Mega Evolution.
Well, Drowsy is on up, knocks it to the corner. Well done by him and well done by Polly to get that on past. Lacey does get the touch to knock it out. Fairy Peak keeping this pressure going. Lacey, great clear into the corner. The bounce not being read by Mount as Lacey puts this into the centre. Fairy Peak dropping it, just putting it up in the air so that it doesn't move. And Drowsy comes through and just smacks that ball something rotten.
It's just nobody went for that ball. Mount just drove past it. He should have just stayed under the ball. Expected his keeper to make the save if the shot came off, and he should have been there challenging the player and making it difficult for them to shoot. Too much time, and the player, Drowsy, he just smashes it in the net. No challenge at all.
Very challenging with 1 minute remaining. That could be the last goal we see of this game because it's not a high scorer, is it, Con?
No, both teams very solid in defence, so difficult to just score a goal. You just got to find the gap in defence and just not there most of the time.
Drowsy hitting it off to the wall and to the centre. Shot coming out but didn't find the net. Let's see Mount try and drop this down for Fairy Peak. Fairy Peak is up, puts it away. How quick was he to do this, Corn?
Very, very quick. If you can't find the gap, you have to make the gap. Look at this. Mount pass it straight across Fairy Peak. Both Polly and Drowsy, they just sat on the ground just watching it like a shooting star flying over their eyes. But it's 30 seconds left in this first game. Proving to be an epic one.
It is already 2-2, like you said, Corn. Still time for another goal, just maybe. I believe in it. But what side does it come out from? Drowsy across. Mount blocking it on out. Fairy Peak is up. Gets the hit to move it forward. Lacey blocking that one out. Runs it. Little bump. Let's put it in the centre for Drowsy. Nexo. Ooh, straight into Polly. It's looking like this is hitting the ground. And there we have it. Game 1 in the semi-finals. And it's going into overtime.
What's this? The third overtime in a row we've had on stream. And it's going to be a short one by the looks of it.
Yeah, Mount coming on through. Nexo tried to put it on away. Just went a little bit too high into the side, but no one back in defence effectively. So Mount can put that away with an absolute hammer of a hit. 106 kph. And it sends Wigglytuff into the lead.
You spend all 5 minutes just trying to work your opponents down, trying to get that goal. You get 2 goals. It's so proud of stuff. The opponents get 2 goals as well. And then it takes all of 7 seconds in overtime just for the opponent's defence just to disappear.
Well, you've got to stay working at that 100% corner throughout the entire series. And yeah, Ben as well saying just there on the in-game chat, congrats to Fairy Peak to get first place in all the game modes, but we don't care about that. We care about what is going on with this series, because for me here, if you look at the caliber of players on each side of the pitch, it should be easy for Get Wigglytuff to win this one, but no. 1 goal separated them in overtime nonetheless. Put on one in chat, are on fire today.
You want to Get Wigglytuff, it took them a while to warm up. I mean, they had a very, very slow start. But once they got going, they were the dominant team.
Wow. Ultimate Team maybe. If they take this next game, they're going on through to the finals in a sweep nonetheless. And Fairy Peak is on the ball. Just going to hold on to this, letting it drop with him. You have no boost throughout all of that one.
Wow. Strange one.
Oh, Holly gets the hit, puts it into the corner. You see Drowsy versus Neko. Drowsy decided to put that in the center for someone. It was Nexo actually who followed on through. Fairy Peak with the dribble, gets the hit. And that's the first goal going to Gitwood.
As we know, Scarab amazing for control, and Fairy Peak amazing for control as well. He just takes it past that one player after that perfect control. Easy shot, far post. First goal of this game, and we got that Gitwood tough domination back in the books.
Back in the books. Fairy Peak just weighing in defense. You can see this attack is forming, the pass and play. It's two teammates just taking forever to get on back, but it's a-okay. Because the attack just never mounted. They kept passing to each other, but not actually finding each other properly. Drowsy puts it on through, but great defense there from Mount to stop it. Nexo on the ball, going for that dribble. Lacey, well done, but Mount onto it, hits it downwards, and Nexo actually saves it, Corn.
I feel like there was a defender coming back who was going to save it, so just keeping control of the ball, keeping possession is sometimes more important.
All moving across the width of the pitch. Drowsy hammering on the way, trying to find that goal, but straight to Nexo. Lacey with the fake. Gives Fairy Peak an opportunity, just goes slightly wide of the net. Drowsy once again on that attack. Knocked both sides out. Holly has the opportunity. Second touch was needed by Lacey, and it still goes wide of the goal.
Oh, it's so close, and we're getting close to the 3-minute mark as well. And still no goal for Put One in chat, but they do have their first shot on the board.
Holly moving the ball forwards. Big clear from him. Nexo, an even bigger shot. Oh my god, that was good.
How's it go? Anything you can do, I can do better. Big hit to Nexo. Nexo, big hit back. Straight into the goal. Actually, straight down the middle as well.
Just seen that we've got another $5 donation coming from the other head here at Rewind. Poison himself, putting his own money to, you know, support the prize pool tonight. Rightfully so.
The toxic bee himself.
Guys, still come on. We need $10 more. Go on, do it. Be absolute champs and fund the full $45 here. Oh. As I say that, misses it. Maybe a little bit of a throw. Maybe he doesn't want that $45 bad enough.
As I suddenly just turned gravity off the mount. It's like, oh, the ball's staying on the ground. Help me, I'm floating away. Just straight over the ball. Couldn't quite get that save. Put one in chat. They put one on the board.
Well, they need another one and a third as well. Most likely here if we want to go on through to a game 3 with a chance to get into the finals. Fairy Peak there just single-handedly being able to get the ball on out as Nexo with Demo. Drowsy with the hit is going to square up this game halfway in court, and we've got 2-all.
Oh, that has Put One in chat. They're back in this game. Just some momentary lapse in defense will get Wiggly tough, and suddenly Put One in chat. 2 goals in the space of 30 seconds. And it's all even Stevens.
Stevens, Corn says Nexo being really threatened by Lacey, and it was a good threat indeed. Putting it across, Mount pulled on out. Great in defense, great pass over to Lacey, and then decides to send that down for Drowsy. Fairy Peak trying his darndest to get that away. Results with it going back to that back line, but when you've got Nexo and Mount on your back line, you can trust them, Corn, can't you?
I mean, when you, at this point in the tournament, Bacon, I think you can trust every player who's left here to be good at everything.
More bits coming out from Coach Reality. He's just spamming them this evening. We thank you, buddy. The players are still spamming shots at the net as well. Lacey deciding to get this away. Ollie follows on through. This could be a good build-up. This is an opportunity. No one there in the middle. Guys, if you're moving the ball downfield, you've got to follow up. You need to give the person an option to pass.
That demo.
The demo coming out from Mal is just going to mean that the ball will roll on in. Nexo getting the goal.
You can see that Matt was just like, okay, I don't need to do anything at all. I'm on a mission just to demo the goalkeeper. He just leaves the ball behind, demos the keeper, and it rolls very nicely in for a nice Nexo goal.
Holly might have an opportunity, but Mount is there. Let's see the ball cleared away here. 1 minute 15 remaining. Another goal is needed at least from Put1 in chat.
Make
just
that
starting
two.
to look a little bit. Yeah, they're just starting to look a little bit frazzled here, Con.
Oh, runaway goal complete. Lacey just misses the ball. Nexo gets the first even. Drowsy too slow to get back. Mount, he just lets it land on and says, oh, it's just going to go in. It'll be fine. With 1 minute 8 seconds left. Put1 in chat. They are on the ropes.
They've got a bounce on back here. 1 minute 5 seconds, 1 minute 4, 1 minute 3, 1 minute 2. That is how a countdown works with time. Lacey using option once again. Nothing being there. Guys, I'm starting to sound like a broken record because, again, you're just making the same mistakes over and over again, aren't they, Con?
Yeah, it's just not enough aggression and then too much aggression sometimes. There's nobody at the back there but Drowsy. He gets that defensive line set up.
Lacey, good block. Tries to steal that back boost. Holly on the ball. Lacey demoing Mount there. Oh, Drowsy, I was expecting that going on.
I mean, I see you waiting there just for the shot. It comes off and Nets is there to make the save. And with 14 seconds left, I think Put1 in chat, they've had their number written and they're going into the book and they're being sent from the stands.
Yep. 2-1. That's it. Can't get 2 goals with 0 seconds remaining. Holly, going to try and keep this up as you do in Rocket League fashion, but no. Get Wiggly Tough with the 2-0 here in the semis. Are going to be going on through to the finals. They've still got to wait to see who they'll be going up against, whether it be OP or Leslie Malfay. I wonder indeed who that is going to be. But, guys, at home, you still need that $10. I know you guys can reach on down into your pockets and find a bit of change to throw this way. Just like Coach Reality is doing, really. Myself and Corn, we'll see you after break. Make sure to just hit up a follow, hit up Twitter as well in the meantime. But we'll see you in a few minutes. Once again, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, to Manfield Stadium here at Rewind Gaming. It is the finals of this week's Free V3 Weekly. I'm Digital Bacon, and once again, I'm joined by Cornish Pirate for this absolutely outstanding match for you guys there at home.
Woohoo! I'm excited.
You can't. Okay. We're going to take an acting class here, buddy. Now, try and convey all the things. Like, you know, on Christmas morning when you've woken up and there's tons of presents under your tree. Now, put that excitement in it and say it again.
All right, I'm going to give it a go. Woohoo! I'm excited. It didn't really come off, did it?
No, it didn't really work. I think it's just because you're, too West Country. You're too rural British and there's no excitement at all when you was there.
Yar. Cider apple.
Right. Anywho, let us introduce to you guys at home the two teams that are going to be facing off. We have got Get Wigglytuff, and we just saw go up against Lecite Est Malfait. Is that at least close, Corn?
To be honest, I have no idea. It is a French name, and they only have one French player compared to the other team that has 3 French players. So we have 4 Frenchmen in the final. They are producing some excellent Rocket League players at the moment.
Indeed. So on the Get Wigglytuff side, once again, we're going to be seeing Nexo, Mount, and Fairy Peak go up against Lecite, which is Batu, Fake Out, and Sting. Who do you think is going to take it, Corn?
I mean, I can't bet against Fairy Peak in this team. I mean, when you say Fairy Peak in his team isn't, it's not like it's Fairy Peak just carrying his team. It is a solid 3 players, all very good in their own right. Just Fairy Peak, most recognizable name, but Mount and I forgot his name, Nesco, they are outstanding players, so I'm going to go with them.
But on the opposite side, and rightfully so, look at that in chat coming from Dennis saying, holy, Batu and Sting, these two, along with Fake Out, are also incredible players. So this could go any way whatsoever. I think I'm going to go with you, Corn, here, though, and back Fairy Peak and Co. I don't see them going down. I think it's going to be a 3-1 victory to Get Wigglytuff.
And we'll get that Mega Evolution finally. The one we've all been waiting for.
Yeah, we haven't seen it yet in the actual games, so maybe here at Rewind we will, as the players are going to be getting on into the stadium. Instead of putting on their little Rocket League boots, Corn, they're going to be putting on their snow boots, as there has been quite a sprinkling here at Manfield. I'm going to be hopping into the spectator box. We're joining Team Spectacular, aren't we, Corn?
Oh, yes. Team Spectacular and Team Spectacular. The only team there is.
Yeah, the only teams here are Spectacular indeed. Nexo and Sting are going to be kicking this off. Nexo is in the Nissan, Mount in the Roadhog, and Fairy Peak is in the Masamune. We're just seeing a whole splattering of different cars here coming out from the Get Wigglytuff side.
I think I've worked out what they're doing, which we were doing in the break. We're just randomizing cars.
Random cars, yeah. It
and
seems
it
to work, though. It's the new strat, guys, at home. The hot new strat coming out from Get Wigglytuff and Rando Cars. And Mount with the Roadhog is going to get the first goal of the finals.
Less than 20 seconds in for that first goal as well. I mean, Get Wigglytuff could run away with this.
Here we go, ball moving around. Fairy Peak puts the ball up high. Nexo looking to put this back for Mount. Drops it on down. Fake Out going to be able to go for the long shot, but Fairy Peak is back. Goes up into the air. Looking for Mount here. Mount really early with that pre-jump. Nexo coming on through, but Batu gets it on out. Fake Out just winding on up. Just into the wall. Mount can be able to do something, but he hits into Fake Out. That could have been disastrous if Fairy Peak wasn't quick to pick it on up. And again, Fairy Peak coming through, just dissolving the danger.
We're past the first minute now. It's a bit of a risky double commit in defence by Wigglytuff, and they're on defence now again. See how they can do, Becky.
Let's see indeed. Fairy Peak puts it up high. Mount with the bat flip. It might feel bad, man. Doesn't quite just yet. Batu puts it up high. Fake out. Again, going too high there. Needs to knock this ball on down.
What I want for a new game mode in Rocket League is a goal which is not on the ground. No, a goal. Yeah, basically crossbar challenge. Have a goal where the crossbar is. Well, the base starts where the crossbar is.
Not Sting, the only man in defense, is going to be able to deal with that weak attack from Mount. Fake out, trying to move it on down the field. Nexo into the wall. Again, using that wall to its fullest, but the ball hit Fairy Peak. Didn't need that. It was a little bit of a mistake there and slowed down the momentum of that attack. Mount still finding a way through, however.
Past that 2-minute mark now, still a 1-goal lead for the randomized cars. If Get Wigglytuff. I could see them winning this with Rando Cars Bacon.
Well, they've all got the skill to be able to do it. Fairy Peak using, especially, I'm going to say Fairy Peak and Nexo have the easier cars. Roadhog is entirely different in style from the others. But, you know, Masamune and Nexo's Skyline share a very similar body to the Endo. It's a bit more of like a hybrid style. And it's a bit more all-rounded than, you know, the big chunky Roadhog.
I mean, ooh, that's a cracking one, just off wide. I thought I was going straight in.
Not just yet. Sting still trying to fake out the fence there. Fairy Peak comes out with a pinch. Would look to run downfield, trying to cause havoc on Sting. Sting will be able to get it. Double commit coming out there. Batu did not trust fake out.
Down past that 2-minute mark now as well. Still lots of pressure coming out from Get Wigglytuff. It is the player's pure ability to just play the game that's getting them through this one.
Fairy Peak going in for the block on fake out. Sting coming out with the ball. Mount puts out high. This could be dangerous. Fake out doesn't do something. He does clear it on the way straight to Nexo, who's going to use that whip. Sting is there. Knocks into the center for Fairy Peak. Not being able to get past Batu. Next, the last man in defense just wants to slow it down, put it off to the side. Fairy Peak lining it on up. All up in the air. Fairy Peak will go through, hammers it on, down into the net. And Fairy Peak has just got the second goal for Get Wigglytuff.
Oh, it's just caught the defense on the back foot, all going towards goal. Somebody has to turn and go for the ball, but no, both of them keep heading back towards the goal. Too slow, too much power from Fairy Peak, and now Get Wigglytuff 2-0 up.
Really, in this game, all you need to win is one goal, or at least one goal difference between the two. So, Get Wigglytuff need to hold on to these two, definitely.
That was excellent defending by Marty, just flying in the air, makes the first block, flies to make the second block, and now he picks up a goal. Mount, he is on fire.
Yeah, Mount picking up his second goal here. Passing to middle from Fairy Peak, and Mount from a long way back, he's just going to fly on into it. Gets so much power on that ball as well. And knocks it towards the defenders who could not save it to, you know, to save their life, really.
Yeah, I mean, we're looking at basically a 2-1, sort of the French team back in it, or now 3-0. And it's a complete runaway now by Get Wigglytuff.
Yeah, it's looking like this first game is just going to go all the way to Get Wigglytuff, who, let's just say it, Corn, they're showing a little bit of disrespect here by signing up with a random cars, but they must be having fun.
Well, it's a game at the end of the day. If you're not having fun and you're not a professional player, even though some of these guys are, there's no point playing. They're here to have fun. There's no harm in that.
Mount moves the ball down towards his own goal there, trying to get the back pass. Works as it's now down into the Lesset side. Pick out. Nice little dribble, pops up forward, trying to get that momentum, but Fairy Peak can block it on out. Now mops the ball into the center. Nexo just keeping it down his opponent's end. It's going to hit the ground now. And there we have it. Get Wigglytuff take game one.
And then they take it with a bit of style. And look at those cars. They are not pretty.
They're some of the ugliest cars I have seen in a long time. By that long time, I mean roughly about 10 minutes, because during the break, we were having a rando worst Merc contest, weren't we? during the break corner.
Yes, we are, and I do believe I won that.
Okay, in chat now, Ben has just asked if Fairy Peak will allow Corn to have his babies. No, only Nexo can have Fairy's Peak's babies. I'm sorry, Corn, you've been rejected.
I'll put out a press release in the morning, but until then, I just need to gather my thoughts.
No words at this time. And yeah, Poison, you're absolutely correct, buddy. Ben, stop being so embarrassing. Let's get on. We've got to act professional. Professional here. Is that how you say it, Con?
You've got to act professional, but you can't say professional.
Well, that's the joke. Right, game 2 here. Get Wigglytuff. They're going to still be running the same cards. You know what I'd like to see, Con? If during that break they had all just left, re-randoed their cars and came back on in. Can we ask that they do that for game 3?
I think for the French team, they were just hoping you to finish out they just left. Because they need to do something special, because I don't think they can really compete with Get Wigglytuff at the moment.
Just not on that same level. Fake Out coming out the gates, trying to wrap it into the center. Didn't quite work. Sting puts it across, finding space for Fake Out. Fairy Peak just snipes it from him, just steals it away, then tries to get a good pass off. Fairy Peak nearly getting that last touch there with the front flip.
That would have been an amazing goal. Just to like snipe out that pass as well. It's perfectly timed, perfectly found. Just not the shots they were looking.
Well, Batu is going to try and drop it. Nexo getting the save, but Sting comes through, gets the first goal on the scoreboard, and it's the first goal for Left Sight.
Sting with his own style of rock music coming in for that one. Look at it, flying straight above him out. Fairy Peak flying down from the roof. Didn't get there. And we have an upset from the first game.
An upset, maybe that first game is just what Lecite needs. Just, you know, that wake-up call saying, you're not going to get this easy, it's going to be super tough, and you've got to work for it. Mount, though. Fairy Peak and Nexo, they are going to work for it, and they're going to make it look easy.
Straight up defensive error by Bam there. He just missed it. I mean, Mount wasn't doing anything fancy, he just hit against the wall, and Bam missed it. Completely misjudged. And that's what happens when you get a goal down now. Not goal down, they're equal. I lose words, but they can help.
Look, we've been doing this tournament now for it's got to be coming up to the 3-hour mark. I don't blame you for losing words. I don't blame these players for slowing on down, but they haven't, so we can't either, Corn. As Fairy Peak gets a nice little angle on that one.
Just off the crossbar, just off the post, and it finds its way in. That is a proper professional goal.
Two great blocks there as he gets a goal from it. He's going to get the equaliser. That's 2-2.
And that was a optimistic goal by Bam, but still, you have to be there to get the shot off. Maybe a little lucky in the fact the deflection goes, well, the clear goes straight at him, but he's still there to take that shot.
Well, Batu once again moving the ball downfield. Fake Out just backing off. Don't know why he didn't turn into the attack there. Sting is there, however. Fake Out with the back pass. Not really into a good place as Fairy Peak comes through and just blocks it with ease. Sting moving it down into the corner. Now popping up high. Batu beating him to it. Nexo once again just playing it slowly, trying to keep it under his control here. And trying to make it so Lecite don't have an easy job at responding.
Great chance there for Fairy Peak to get shot tight. He just found it a little wide, but there's nobody in goal to even make the save.
So off to Mount. Mount can't get the redirect as he does a backflip, which actually slows it on down. A little bit of a miss hit there. Good blocks coming out. Sting moving into the side. Looking for a pass into centre, but for some reason, neither Batu or Fake Out were there to receive it.
Come on, Beckham, let's get some energy going. This is the final. Look at this, we're almost halfway through this game. It's 2-2, and both teams having great chances.
The game's sort of like come down to, I want to say a little bit humdrum. They're just moving the ball around the pitch and not putting that finisher on it, are they, Con? They're just there hammering away. They're just waiting for that opportunity, and it's presented to them like that. But a good demo coming out from Fake Out.
Look at this, Nesco, he's off to get boost. Fake Out, he spots him, he just chases him down. He jumps straight into him as Nesco tries to jump over him. And now it's 3-2 to the French team, which I can't pronounce. I apologise. Being English, I only speak English, which is terrible.
It is indeed. Go on, Fake Out into the corner. Nexo picks it on up. It's straight down there for Fairy Peak. Goes wide of the net. Still dangerous here though. Fake Out dropping down onto it. Picks up the corner boost and then will hammer it downfield. Wants to follow up. Just once again pushing the ball a little bit too far away from him.
Oh, what a shot. Actually, it was off target by Mount, but it could have been something spectacular. We want more spectacular. Come on. Fairy Peaks, get Wigglytuff. Mount, Nesco, you're the team. Let's get this going.
Nexo, good block there. Sting has to send this away, but puts it straight into Fairy Peak. The side of Get Wigglytuff are just breaking down any opportunities that Lecite make. Lecite is still that goal up. Get Wigglytuff need to turn a breakdown into a breaking open of that goal.
Getting those chances. Ooh, that's not going to help. Fairy Peak hits it backwards. And Nesco keeps the uncontrolled backwards passes going.
Nice pass from Nexo, but Fairy Peak wasn't quick enough to get onto it. It's quick enough for that one as he gets the ball down into the net, being out Batu. That's 3-all.
That was a snipe of a finish for Fairy Peak. Just all the momentum. He gets that little touch, takes it past Batu into that corner. Proper striker's goal.
3-all. 1 minute remaining. And this is the sort of caliber we expect here at the finals, ain't it, Con? Instead of that 3-0, getting the even Stevens teams. Nice attempts by Batu there. Simple mistakes coming out from him. Fairy Peak dropping that from Nexo. I don't know what they were doing there, just not wanting to have a shot. They just wanted to keep passing.
This is one of the most unclean games I've seen in a final. Passes are coming off and then they're immediately being broken down by the same team.
Yeah, it is definitely odd, and I don't know how else to put it really, ladies and gents at home. Mount puts the ball up in the air. Look at this again, just... It's a setup for Nexo, but why was no one cutting out from the opponents? It was so slow.
This game is losing energy, like a sieve loses everything in it almost.
It's unfortunate. Nexo, nice little block from him there to send it off to the side, breaking down pressure, and then actually holds onto the ball to block that hit. We're going into overtime here in game 2. Fairy Peak, Mount, and Nexo already a game up. They need this. They're going to want to take this as a sweep point purely because their opponents in less seats, they're getting stronger as time goes on, because like I said, they're losing a bit of energy. When you've been playing Rocket League for over 3 hours, you do start to get tired, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, you've got to do different things, and I do believe Bucket has left the party, so I don't know if he can still be heard. I hope so. That's a close one. That big demo on Fairy Peak.
Moving towards the goal from Batu. Fairy Peak decides to put this in the corner. Picked up speed now. The ball going the whole length. Sting putting it into the corner once again. Fairy Peak with the miscalculation, but a great pass there from Nexo. But Mount does not want to overcommit. Lets the ball just linger a bit. Fairy Peak keeping this pressure going. Nexo coming on through.
Oh.
It was a lovely attempt, and Batu just makes the save with the skin of his teeth.
It's going to be, as all this pressure by Get Wigglytuff has got to pay off at some point. They're getting closer and closer.
Sting throws it down. Just a little bit of mistouch. Fairy Peak straight up there, keeps it up high. Nexo going to beat out Fake Out again. The ball's still too high, and Sting puts it off to the side. Fairy Peak on it. Puts a good pass into the center, but Fake Out was straight onto it. That two. To the wall, straight past. Fake Out, keeping away. The pressure now coming out from Get Wigglytuff. He's got to break through the Lassie defense at some point. But as I say that, they get the breakaway. They get that counter going as there is space and opportunity for them to do so.
Now it's a breakaway chance to get Wigglytuff. It's a bit too slow. They need to get some momentum going, get something going, catch the other team off their defense.
Oh, across the net. Fake Out being able to deal with it. Sting on the ball, broken down by Fairy Peak. That two onto it. Next though, again, putting this pressure going. The problem is, Get Wigglytuff aren't getting that ball in front of the net. They're just keeping it from either side. Fake Out, great defense there, just being able to hit the ball away, but they need to clear it. They need to find an opening once again, a route, an avenue down into their opponent's end of the pitch.
Part of the problem is Get Wigglytuff, almost every pass they're doing that's from the side, it's going round the corner. It's just so easy to read and predict, but not like that. As Get Wigglytuff, they get that fourth goal they were looking for.
Okay, let's have a little look. What happened to Fake Out here? Just jumping at it. Unfortunately, it's on the wrong one. Fairy Peak asking if we can change the server? It was lagging a bit apparently. Yep, we can do that.
All that snow has frozen over the server.
So we're just going to quickly throw us over to a break, guys, as we get that new server set up. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in a few moments with Game 3 of the finals. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about that little break. There was a request for...
Oh, rip.
Oh, gosh darn it. Well, here we go. Back to a break because I can actually call Fairy Peak and Muppet Corn. That feels good. That's
No,
something to take away from this.
no. What it was, they joined. It was a 2v2 server that was made. So they now have to remake with a 3v3
so
server.
Fairy Peak's not a Muppet. It's Bucket. Bucket the Muppet.
Finally, we can blame Bucket. Hashtag blame Bucket in
Hashtag
chat.
blame Bucket, guys. Let's get this going. It's got to be time. We've been waiting for an actual excuse to use this. We've just done it in jest in the past, but this time, hashtag blame Bucket. He is the Muppet. I can't say the rest of the whole poem on stream because it has a few naughty words in it, Corn.
But buy him a pint and you'll sing it down the pub.
Yep, that's pretty much it. Here we go. The server is now correct. Players already on into it. But wait, for the rest, we've got the side of Fairy Peak, Envy, Mount, and Nexo. Nice, get Wigglytuff, just waiting for the less seat. Guys, I can't say the full name, Corn. We've tried so many times, it's just gosh darn wrong.
I've been calling them the French team, even though they only have one French player and the other team has 3 French players.
True. I've only just noticed now, Corn, because I'm looking in spectator mode, that the screens that show the Rocket League and the Frosty thing, whatever, they're actually animated. They swap between them. That's cool. Yeah. Anywho, let's get on into this game, shall we? As we see Fairy Peak onto the ball, but Sting is going to come out with it. Fairy Peak getting demoed back by 2. Fake out with a nice hit, but Nexo denies.
Triple commit.
Triple commit coming out. It hasn't hurt just yet. Fairy Peak has changed his car. We asked to record another rando. Nexo in the Animus now. Mount in the, is that the Venom? Yeah,
yes, that is the Venom.
I love that car. I remember when that was one of the original best cars, but don't matter. Maybe this swap up is going to hurt them as Fake Out gets the first goal.
Look at this empty goal to aim for. Fake Out just pokes it in. Well, that's what happens when you have an empty goal.
Oh, an empty goal does result in open goals. Well, Nexo is on the ball. Needs to quickly get a reprise here. And that is just what the doctor ordered.
I mean, apple a day keeps the doctor away, but when he gives those orders, you might not want to eat those apples. Because that angle was stupid, I guess.
Well, here we go. 1-0, and it's looking good. Moment. The Sting moving the ball down. This is the energy. Maybe this little break is what the players needed for to just be able to drink those energy drinks and get ready for this. They're jumping all around at it. Loads of whiffs, and Mount is going to come out with a goal.
And you know when it's like a Diamond 1 puts like a GIF up on the Reddit site, just like all players just continuously missing the ball. That was like a mini version of that, except from these players. I doubt any one of them is. I don't
think a single one of them is even Diamond. I don't even think they're anything below Grand Champ, and yet they're still making scrub-tastic mistakes there. Ball moving into the centre. Nexo drops down. Mount again, just jumping right past the ball, not getting what he wants. And again, Fake Out puts the ball through off of mistakes from the Get Wigglytuff defence.
I mean, Mount, you just double missed. I mean, you don't expect that from a player who plays for Envy.
No. Mainly, he is the sub, but he's been playing at the Gfinity event, live on stage, making money out of Rocket League, and he makes simple mistakes like that. We said earlier about how the players must be tired now, but 3 hours on end does not warrant a mistake like that. You just go down to slots, you stop being creative, and you play very solid.
Oh, that was a great save there, but what an attack from Fairy Peak, and was it Nezco who passed it? Or Mount? One of those two. Nezco, shoot! Pull the trigger earlier.
Yep. All going out, Sting not being able to connect. Nezco on the ball. It's being by Batu. Very just putting it up. Now, nice little drop down for Nexo. Hammers it on away, but Batu is back in the fence. Responds with a similar clear. Fairy Peak keeping it to that back wall. Looking at half a Sting. Mount comes out with it. Was a hammer of a hit as well. Straight on down. Fakeout not being able to get the goals. He just ran out of boost at the wrong time.
It's gone back into kind of a tame game with neither team's really getting the chances. There's a great chance there, and commentator's curse as Faco picks up his hat trick of this game.
Yeah, I'm not upset with that commentator's curse right there, Corn. Fake out. Great follow-up to put that ball away. And I just love this profile pic. The cat with the Captain America, like, that's brilliant.
It's Captain America.
Captain America, I love it. Well, Fairy Peak into the corner, into the wall, but Fake out. He's going to stop that on out. Mount running it down pitch. Into Fairy Peak, into the goal. Where has this game been all evening? We've been wanting this, haven't we, Corn?
I mean, that's just what these players do. They just score goals like that. It's so hard to defend against. And it's just no way to predict that.
Well, here we go. Another kickoff underway. Just got past the halfway mark of this one. Already seen 3 goals on out. Corn, you've got a great philosophy. If you see 6 goals in the first half of the game, you should be able to see 6 in the second half, shouldn't you?
Yep. And that's philosophy rarely gets proven, but it's still very possible.
Now drops it down. Into Fake out. He's now got Fairy Peak. He actually runs away. I was expecting Fairy Peak to come in, challenge it, you know. Take him out to dinner, show him a thing or two. But Sting on it. Pinches into Patel. Patel again, knocking it on to the goal. No one back in defence. So that is another one on the score sheet.
That's just Fairy Peak up on the wall, not needing to be there. Mount, he clears it straight to Patel. Gal says, thank you very much, bounds it straight into the middle of the goal, and no goalkeeper.
Can't be doing that. Leaving no one back in the fence. What are you thinking, Get Wiggly Tough? Just only caring about sending people really into midfield. Fairy Peak knocks this on down. Fakeout can deal with that. And now we'll run this up the wall. Looking for a ceiling hit here. Misses. Nexo coming on in to try and make the best out of a bad situation. Now again, just missing this ball. Maybe no. That worked. You scream bucket, come back, and he does. Off into the corner from Mount. Ball into the middle. Nexo. Let's find a good route down to Mount into the centre. It was blocked on out. That's good. The whole left corner. Bato. I don't know what his name is. I can't say that. But what I can say is that he got a goal.
I'm going with Batu, because that's what I've been saying with all night, and it feels silly to be wrong in multiple ways. So I'll stick to being wrong in a single way.
Well, here we go. Fake out, kicking it off. Mount finally getting a nice pass upfield. Fairy Peak getting the touches. That was blocked on out by Batu. Next time might be able to drop this, but instead of dropping it, he puts it even higher. I don't know what the lad was thinking there. Gets knocked off. Gonna go up the wall. Gonna see Sting hit this around. Trying to put in front of goal, but Mount will block it on out. Don't matter, as we're going to see the end of the game here. It's going to finish off with Lassite coming out with a win. Now we're essentially down to 2-1 here, Corn. Lassite needs 2 more wins just to stand a chance, and they're doing it, Corn. They're randoing their cars again. I love it.
Yeah. Well, after a loss like that, I think they do need to change something up. I think there's just too poor defense, really. I mean, we saw it quite earlier where it's the triple commit. It's just big mistakes like that costing them goals, and they're not scoring enough to compensate.
Well, that's exactly it. If you want to catch on up, you've got to score the goals to make up for it. You can't just sit back in defence. And even then I say that, sit back in defence. We saw many a time when there was no one in defence. Get really tough. They're just a really off game for them.
We are back into this game.
Yeah, on into this one. We're going to see Mount in the Octane, Fairy Peak in the Venom, and Nexo in a Paladin. Mount, maybe he's in his car of choice. That might just help him. But the other two, very, very off-meta cars. Mount knocking this into the center. Fake Out coming out with it. Fairy Peak will sit back and test and keeping this pressure going. This feels already a lot better for Get Wiggly Tough Corn.
Yes, they're on the attack. They're getting that aggression out. It's something to work with.
Yep. We'll move in over for Nexo. Hammers it away, but Fake Out is there in net to save it. Mount getting a clear off, blocking that attempt to run it away, but does get demoed for it. Batu into the center. It's going to drop on down from Mount. Again, trying to find Fairy. Can't. It's just a little bit too wide for him.
Actually, Mount in the Octane, it feels like rolling a D20 in D&D. and getting a 20.
Yeah, that is a nat 20. That's as good as you can get. That's a critical. And that might just be what saves it, because we haven't seen a goal yet, Corn. That is completely the flip side of the last game. What's your luck?
Sting's AFK on the line and he picks up a save.
Yeah. He's got 292 ping. It's gone. Batu gets the goal. I just don't know what to say here.
I really wanted Sting to get the assist on that goal. That would have been amazing. But with 300 ping, Sting immobile in goal. I mean, chances don't get better than that for Get Wiggly Tough. Can they concede a goal?
Oh, Fake Out getting demoed by Fairy Peak. Very cheeky indeed. Batu coming out with clearance off to the side. You see Sting knock this down pitch onto Fake Out. And Mount just absolutely whiffs the save. Completely off wide. He had no boost here, Con. That's why.
I mean, wow. Just Get Wiggly Tough. They fell apart in that last 30 seconds. What happened? They started so well in that first minute.
I just reckon they got scared by just how high Sting's ping got. Sting's ping's now back to being safe, you know, down in the high 20s, and Fairy Peak no longer scared of such a scary ping. He's going to score a goal.
I think this French team play better when Sting's ping is terrible.
It makes no sense, but we'll just have to deal with it. Well, underway once again. Seeing the ball go off to Batu. Fairy Peak knocking it into the central position, but it's easily cleared. All going off for Fairy, but Fake Out, well done to block it out of the way.
Another aggressive clears there by Nesco. Right, Fairy Peak just completely running straight to Mount there as well. I still need another goal for these Wiggly Toughs as we approach the halfway point of the game.
Nexo and Batu fighting for that ball up in the air. Fairy comes through. Mount might just be able to do something. Instead, he decides to steal the boost. Could work. Fake Out. Coming on through. Slur pull down point. Decided to actually go for a bump pull, but the attack came on in too many for him. In the end, it don't matter as Batu comes out with the third goal for Leicester.
I think Get Wiggly Tough might need to randomise their cars again, because both defenders just completely overshot the goal. And very smart shot, just aimed at the near, well, technically the far post from where the player was in the end. And just picks up a simple goal.
Simple goals sometimes can just be the ticket here. Very Peak, very wide with that goal with it. I don't know what's going on with Mount. Well, I don't want to single out a single player, but he's just feeling very off, isn't he?
He's been on and off. I mean, in that first game, I think it was, he made an amazing save, then ran down the length of the pitch and scored a goal. And this game, he's just been absent a bit.
Very Peak over to Mount. Oh, just kept on out there by the defence. Again, Mount just hitting it straight into the defender's corner.
It's too high, it's a bit loose for a shot. We expect more from Mount.
Ball on out, Nexo into the corner, wants to follow him through for another touch, but two will get the blocks to clear it away. Nexo and Mount sort of doubling up on that. Fairy Peak trying to do what he can to move it forward, and does. A two though on the counter. Over with Fake Out, and Fake Out's up. Obviously Fairy Peak hand this on into the corner. Nexo not getting that sort of aerial doink. That's all you can call it really to get that off the way. Batu up once again, misses it. Nexo again missing that ball. Just tons of whiffs here. Both players are just not really thinking about their moves.
There's been nothing special about Get Wigglytuff today. Considering the players they have for their teams, there should be a lot more to talk about. There's just mistakes, inaccuracies, not getting the ball on shots on target.
Well, ball moving down towards the Get Wigglytuff side. It's not looking like we'll get another goal from them. The game was just slowed down in pace, really. It's just a lot of wild hits, nothing really coming out. And as I say that, the wild hit does move it down, but it's wide of goal corner.
As soon as one team gets lead, it feels like they just try to close the game out and they slow down the pace, and it can frustrate the other team quite a lot. It can frustrate the commentators even more.
Here we go. Last second, that's going to be the game going to Lassie. And Corm, this is us going to a game 5 here in the finals.
Yep, best of 5. Fairy Peak Mount, Nesco all off to change their cars again. I wouldn't be surprised if they go to a standard setup for their cars, because this is a winner-takes-all final now. Last game, winner is taking home all the biscuit.
Yeah, that is it. So, I think they will rando it again. Go on. I think they're going to keep going for the randos, because for players that are already established and such, the money isn't the big deal of it. They're just here for the fun, you know? That's just what it's all about for them. So they're going to keep up with that fun. That's my theory anyway.
I'm all about just beating your opponents. I don't care about the money, despite the fact I don't have any money. I just want to beat the opponents.
So you're there, like, you wouldn't rando, you would just go straight into, well, for you it's the Dominus, and, like, you know, your preferred car of choice, and try and win this out.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh, here we go, guys. We're currently sitting at $40, and the prize will come up $5 extra, and that is it. The full 45 is found. Let's have a little look now.
I was right.
They're all going Octane. They're doing it. And they don't want to lose another game. They get Wigglytuff, and that's it. They're straight off. But as soon as they put up their own cars, they're incredible.
Just look at this. Mount flying, just getting that little touch, taking it away from Sting. 1-0 after 3 seconds. This is what these players can do in the right car.
Yep, Octane was the answer, it seems. Batu clears it off away. Nexo onto it. Looking to do a wonderful play. I didn't find the net. Fake Out kept it on out. Going off into the corner. Batu picks it on up. Sting keeping this attack going. Fake Out on it. It looks wonderful, but Nexo denies. Fairy Peak puts it into the corner. That's been a nice little maneuver into the middle as well, Paul.
Yeah, that was a very nice predictive block by Fairy Peak as well. Just completely blocking the shot of the attack.
Fairy Peak forces it through. Batu there. Oh, Sting puts off to the corner. Wasn't that powerful, but no one from the Get Wigglytuff side was pressuring onto it. That's going to go the whole length of the pitch. This is dangerous. Fairy Peak has to deal with it, and does. Puts it into the hot zone. That's off. Mount just needs puts away, and does. Gets his second goal. And puts Get Wigglytuff 2 goals up in this game. 1 minute already down.
This team does not want to be reverse sweep. I think that's also part of the reason why they changed cards. If they had lost the first 2 games, they might have changed their cards again, but it's just, I feel like they want to win this one. They're going for it.
Couldn't agree more. Fairy Peak coming out with an absolutely belter of a hit. Just went high of the net. No one there to really pick up on a follow through. Nexo again, big clear. Batu sends it off to the corner. Got Mount up there. He's off the ceiling. He's trying to put us into the center. Follows on down. Knocked by Fairy Peak into the center for someone to put that away. But unfortunately, Nexo was just a little bit too late to it, Con.
Yeah, but I mean, this is get Wigglytuff putting all the stops out on this pressure. I can't remember the French team having any great shots or any great chances at all this so far.
Batu with the ceiling pinch finds Fake Out, and that is the first goal on the score sheet in this game for Les Seat.
Every time I say something like a team is not going to score, they score.
Go on, just keep saying that, okay? No
right.
One's going to score in this game. No one at all is going to get goal. They definitely can't get 7 goals. That's what we really want to see, 7 goals, you know, but we're not going to get it, are we?
What I love is if this game now finishes 2-1 with like nobody scoring or any excitement happening, we'll just blame it all on you, Bacon.
Okay, good. I see how it is. Well, Batu keeps it on out. That is definitely a goal denied there. Clearly my fault. Okay, Batu running it down pitch. Sting still trying to keep that pressure going. Very Peak off to the side. Off to Mount. All bouncing on down. Sting. That was a bold maneuver to put it off into the corner. But he finds Fake Out, who can get a bit of a run. Now the pace is definitely picked on up in this game, Corn.
Oh yeah, it's starting to be all these power hits, all these passes from player to player. It's suddenly everything's had an extra like 20% added on.
Oh, this is an opportunity, and it's a goal. Batu, off of the pass from Fake Out, uses the backboard, puts it in the middle, and Batu flies on in, dunks it down, equalises the game, and says thank you so much, buddy, for that opportunity.
We've got a proper game on now. 2-2, half the game gone. Anybody could win this final.
Anyone indeed. Batu clears it off. That is looking to go the whole length. The redirect there by Sting was fantastic.
Fairy Pete, he was the guy at the back, but he's just out of position, not expecting the huge hit straight down the field. And French team, they've got their lead back from 2-0 down to 3-2 up.
Here we go. Nexo coming out with that, but does find Mount. Very Peak. Beaten by Sting, who's going to follow us up into the wall. Overextends it from Nexo. Follow it into the corner. Batu, well done to put this up, and that's in a tricky position now. Fairy Peak with the shot into the crossbar and down, but not in. It was out, up the wall. Out just having to back off here. Sting is onto it. High in the center. Fairy Peak with a power shot. Mount getting the demo, and it's tied up once again.
All important, that demo. Batu was back there waiting for the shot. He goes up to make the shot. Mount comes in, slaps him down, says nope.
Nope, indeed. Oh, Fake Out going up against Fairy Peak. Off to the wall. Mount picks it up. Great block there by Fake Out. Sting, great block against Nexo. Fairy Peak now struggling. Ball just moving a little bit too much for him. Mount does get a block, saving Fairy Peak from his earlier mistake. Great flick as well from Nexo, but Sting seeing that. This is the game we have been waiting all night for. Finally delivered to us in it. Well, it sort of went against what we wanted. We wanted the randomized cars, Corn, but it turns out what we really needed was the Octanes.
I mean, randomized cars, it's fun, but only for the moment while you've got the randomized cars, as that creeps over the line for Fairy Peak's second goal of this game. Bacon, maybe you're right with those 7 goals.
Maybe indeed. Can't wait for it. I'm just looking at this on the line, how long that lingered there and how close Batu was to clearing that away. Denied. And that's now at 4-3, 7 goals in total this game. And still, I think we're going to see another 2, maybe 3 come out from.
Well, both teams have absolutely nothing to lose other than get Wigglytuff's lead. So they're just going to keep scoring or keep putting the pressure on. Our team going to try and keep getting them back into the game. Oh, like that.
Well, Fake Out there. One of the 2, maybe 3 goals coming out. It's equalised the game up. And really, Fairy Peak again, bad choices. Could have gone back to his net. Instead, he wanted to jump out and commit onto the ball, you know, try and lock it out there. Just poor decision making, Corn.
Definitely.
Mount clears the ball off to the wall. Faker stopping it there, but Nexo will thank him for it. Mount receives it. It was a nice attempt, but fortunately didn't result in a goal. On the backboard. Look at Fairy Peak knocking into Faker. That fall to the ground. Batu runs it away. All up in the air. It's going to linger for a little bit. Fake out into the corner. Tried to get a second touch. Didn't. That was so close, and Fairy Peak will come away with it. Blocks it there. Mount. Last one on the ball. This is an attempt here for Get Wigglytuff to get a goal. The demo comes out. Fairy Peak doesn't find the net, but Nexo does on the very last second. Get Wigglytuff, after losing the last 2 games, are going to win the 5th and final game, and that is it. They are tonight's champions here.
Oh,
The Utopia Coliseum snowing.
that was a topsy-turvy game. The moments of absolute amazingness, moments of absolutely nothingness. But in the end, it comes down to double committed defense from the Frenchman, and the other Frenchman capitalized.
Well, that is the way to go out on a fantastic game there from both Get Wigglytuff and Lacie S. Malfay, I think it was. So, well done to Fairy Peak, Nexo, and Mount, but commiserations, of course, going on out to Fake Out, Batu, and Sting. They played fantastically. But that is it from us, Corn. We've got no more Rocket League to cast. We're going to throw off a little raid, so guys, make sure you join on in to that. For the last time tonight, I've been Digital Bacon. You can find me here on Twitch, or you can find me over on Twitter. Would love a little follow there. Of course, Corn will always be joining me wherever I go, won't you, Corn? You're my fantastic assistant, aren't you?
Yep, I always wear the tutu. I am always the pretty face.
Yeah, definitely, because I definitely know I'm not one. But thank you, everyone, for watching. Make sure if you enjoyed it to hit that follow button. If you really, really enjoyed it, hit up that subscribe button, or, you know, one of the donation links down below. We also have a Patreon where you can get some extra special rewards from that. But from myself, Corn, and of course, Bucket Man, who has done a fantastic job behind the camera, thank you for watching, and we hope to see you on Thursday for the 2v2 showdown. Toodaloo.